Welcome, everybody, to a special event for Please Don't Kill My Character. Sorry, it is Don't Kill My Character.
That's so polite. You're much more polite than I am.
Yeah, we're giving it a go. We're switching it up a little bit. Because we're down a player, we decided to try a Halloween special. So here we go. Joining. So tonight, I'm actually going to be the DM. So, hi, I'm Dan, and I'm going to be your DM. Now, next up, let's go with Kate.
Hi, I'm Kate, aka Kate the Great Cosplays, and I get to be a player tonight. I'm gonna play Merlin, who you met last game.
Hi, I'm Edward Nigma, the world's greatest detective. Not true, I'm Cody, I'm playing Richard. My normal character's dad, many years ago. Thank you very much.
Oh, it's my turn. Hello, I'm JoJo, and I'm playing W.Y.R.M.
W.Y.R.M.
I absolutely adore that name. I'm good with all of this stuff.
All right.
So, as Cody had said a moment ago, and as you picked up from Kate, this is actually going to be a story from back in the days when there were other heroes than our normal campaign. So, as everyone's sitting around the table in the normal campaign, drinking away and celebrating a very special first adventure, some stories start coming up, and we are thrown into one of the recalled tales that Merlin has. Now, at any point, I will warn you guys, you have one chance to say, as I recall, and you can change something that happens in the game. It can't be game breaking, but it can definitely change something to maybe be in your favor. So, I'm sorry, this is the first time doing this. So, anyways, as Merlin starts to talk about this story, we join our adventurers back several years ago, prior in the storyline, in a very dark and distant place, a big graveyard, if you will. And we're actually watching over as Merlin and Richard are walking up these steps towards this massive castle surrounded by graves.
Ooky spooky.
Our heroes have been called by a very certain individual who Merlin has some attachments to because there's some pressing business that needs to be attended to. So take it away.
So it's just the two of us, just Merlin and Richard.
It is just Merlin and Richard right now.
Graveyards are kind of sad. A lot of wasted potential.
Yeah, well, each one of them had a life, and I hope it was a good one.
You could have a life again, but I feel like I should save my spell slots.
Yeah, let's not do any of that for now.
For now, but it's very useful.
Sure, but don't you feel bad not asking people's permissions before you drag them up?
I don't have that spell, so... And it's not like their personality gets dragged, just their body.
And something's controlling it.
Yeah,
And it ain't them.
Yeah, it's me.
Right, shouldn't you be asking people's permission to do that?
That's a spell that I don't have.
Well,
I'm not gonna
maybe
ask
you should
everyone, like,
learn it.
before you die, can you just sign off this little thing?
I think a contract would be a great idea. Anyways, what are we doing here? What's this about? You asked me to come along, but I...
Right. So, thanks for coming. So this guy that I know well enough, wants a favor, and I kind of owe him a favor.
Favor in this place?
Again, graveyards are there's nothing wrong with them. It's just that they could be put to better use.
I have never, ever, ever had anyone who said I need a favor, and they said, "Oh, let's go to the graveyard," and there wasn't a hole waiting for me when I got there.
He lives in the middle of the graveyard, right? That's his tower. That's his castle.
Churches are supposed to be graveyards. People aren't supposed to live. Okay, whatever. What's the? Do you know what the favor is?
Not yet, but I will once we go talk to him.
I should have asked before we walked all the way here.
Didn't, and that was nice of you.
Yeah, I guess it was.
As you approach the door, before you even get a chance to knock, the door creeps open. You see just this floating hand holding the door open for you, and another floating hand is just beckoning you inside.
That's spooky bullcrap.
It's pretty standard. I mean, I can make floating hands too, and I make a floating hand.
You're good. Well, you don't live in a graveyard and makes floating hands. That's different. This is a whole different ball game. Once it's in a graveyard, it means something completely different.
I mean, I can do this in or out of a graveyard. It's just the same spell, and spells don't really rely on location.
All right, then you go in the door first, then.
Yeah, sure, I've been here before, and I walk through.
What a bunch of nonsense.
You don't have to open the door. It's already open. Just walk.
I'm pushing it further open to make sure there's nothing going on behind it.
You walk in and you see just a great hall that seems to be quite a little bit rustic, a little bit old, but very dusty, a lot of cobwebs around. Seems like it's been a while since this has had a lot of use.
See, it's nice.
And
I contend it's nice.
as you continue into the doorway, Merlin, you know that you can walk a specific path towards your destination. In the distance, you can hear just a rhythmic hammering and what seems to be just creaking. Not sure if it's bones or if it's doors or windows. Something's creaking.
Alright, so this way.
Yeah, I'm sticking close to Merlin. This is a problem.
It's really not a problem. I kind of grew up here-ish. It's fine.
Oh, you grew up here. Well, you're one of the spookiest people I've ever met, so that's not giving me a lot of comfort, Merlin.
No, that should, because I'm one of the spookiest people you've ever met, and I'm not, like, bad, right?
You're one of the spookiest people I've ever met, and you're going to protect me from anything spooky that's coming this way. That'll be good.
Nothing here wants to hurt us. The things here that you would call spooky are here to protect us.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll relax a little bit then.
All right, as you proceed down the hallway, it starts to get more warm. You hear that rhythmic hammering. Now you know it's rhythmic hammering, and you can hear that it's definitely bones creaking in the distance. But as you approach this lit area, you start stumbling across small skeletal servants that seem to be bringing supplies to wherever this is. They have a little Congo line type of ordeal set up, and they're going in towards the way that Merlin is bringing you.
Oh, this is a relief. I'm glad that these are probably from the graveyard, so they're not just, wasting there. They're being put to good use. That's good.
Oh, powerful light of the sun, please guide me through this dangerous courtyard.
It's not dangerous. Look, they could be attacking us right now, but they're not. They're just being helpful.
In our religion, in my religion, this brings evil. It brings evil. There's not. It's not. It doesn't matter what the option was. This just brings evil.
It's all up to who's creating it, right? If the person creating it is evil, then it's evil. But if the person creating it just wants to, I don't know, do a project, it seems like he's working on something, then, it's being productive. Because it could be this, or it could be people doing this. And this is a pretty monotonous task for people.
If people were getting paid to do this, people would happily do it.
You hear the hammering halt.
Oh, I think he heard us. Hi.
Somebody wish the sun in my domain.
Oh, yeah. This is the first time here. But he's nice. He's cool. I like him in a normal amount. But he's good.
I see. Merlin, you have come.
Yes.
Good. I have need of you.
Yeah, that's why I came. And I brought help. That's him,
Now,
the sun whispering guy. But again, he's just getting used to the vibes.
as you walk into the doorway where the light is coming from, and you can now see the forge lit up, these walls covered in items, weapons, ancient things around. Merlin, this is quite normal to you as you've seen this before. Richard, this is your first time coming here, and looking on the walls is almost akin to looking in the mage's stored vaults. This is a lot of firepower that's down here. But these skeletal servants have not stopped what they've been doing. They've still just been bringing material, different ores, different irons. Anything you can think of that might be used as material seems to be stored away back behind the forge, some carrying firewood to keep it going, some with coal. As you start to look around the room, the thing that catches your eye is just a back towards you, just this robed figure leaning over part of the anvil. It seems like they're just looking at whatever object they might be holding. Yes, see, you've come. I need a favor from you. I need your help with something. And as this figure turns a little bit, Richard, you do catch that under the cloak is just a little skeletal pinky. You're not really sure what's going on, but as the figure turns a little bit more, you start to see just half of a skull face. I seem to be in a predicament, scene. And he motions to one of the little servants. Bring in the two helpers. Our guests have arrived.
You don't have to get anything fancy out for us. It's okay.
No, these helpers will go with you. What I need is, it seems that one of my missionaries has gone missing, and they have not reported back to me.
Oh,
And this figure goes, and you don't hear footsteps, but they go to a throne and they sit down. I need my eyes and ears around this world. And currently, someone has extinguished one of them, I believe. And at this point, Joe, what does your character look like?
So, out steps a robot that is pretty humanoid in shape, but some of the areas where joints would be, like in the shoulders or the elbows or like the knee area. Okay, thank you for letting me know. I will
You
fix that.
picked up slightly after. I think it's just on a delay. So if we give it a little bit of time,
okay.
because you started quiet, but then it picked up.
Okay. So, in the joints areas are held together with like plant matter, like vines and like vines and stuff, like greenery, and they got these big like aviator goggle eyeballs, and they're very much so like put together parts of humanoid body bits, but not human metal. Okay, cool.
Oh.
What is this? Why this isn't one of your normal helpers?
Well, this is certainly cool.
Yeah,
This is
no,
one of
it's
the new
cool.
prototypes. W.Y.R.M will be one of my first missionaries that I believe will be a bit more successful at keeping their eyes and ears open. Behind W.Y.R.M is just this little floating ball of metal with a singular eyeball. Got two little wings and a pair of hands, and it just floats right behind W.Y.R.M. And this one I've just named Helper for now. I don't know what to call it, per se. It doesn't do much more than carry stuff for me, but
Well,
it might be of
if you're looking for a better name, Richard's pretty creative. So he could probably come up with something cool and clever because he has good ideas.
Once we get to know each other a little better, me and this little buddy, yeah, we'll come up with a name.
I see. Well, do as you will with it, but he knows some simple magic to heal. Not that that's much use for someone like me. But
No, but it helps. It
what I
helps us.
need, yes. Anyways, what I need from you is actually to go to a little town a bit east of here. There is a swampy area. This swamp, leave ravens, something or another, some town that's not too far away. Um, it seems, as I've said, my missionary is not responding, and I need you to go make sure that nothing bad is happening. Your sister is already dealing with something to the west of you,
Right,
so
because
I would have called her,
she's very
but
capable. She'd probably be like,
yes,
your first
well,
choice if you were going to send someone out, but she's already doing something. But I'm here and I have help. So that's good.
uh, if I may ask you, sir, what's a missionary do for you?
Mission?
Sure. What's
he
the mission?
points he points to the skeletal servants that you see, and he proceeds to tell you, you see, this place used to be a cemetery, but at this point, I'm starting to run low on help, as it would seem. So my missionaries go in exchange for some of their fallen. I provide protection with some of their fallen heroes that are not as affected by the blight as it would be. It seems that pure skeletons are hard without any material, without muscle or any mass to them. The blight cannot seem to hold them together nearly as well. as it could a living being or have recently killed creature.
Okay. Pretty straightforward.
Yes, though sometimes the townsfolk don't seem to appreciate my missionaries nor my mission, but they they will all learn sooner or later that there are much more evil things in this world than me. Anyways,
I wouldn't necessarily describe you as evil.
I wouldn't necessarily call myself good either.
Well, all these things kind of exist on a spectrum, and someone who might not seem good or might seem spooky to someone might actually be really nice and good. And everyone has their moments, and everyone has things that everyone's staring at me. Never mind, never mind. Go on.
I see. And he's just looking at you. He's looking at Richard, and then he looks at Worm. The three of you, assisted by Helper, will go to this town. You will make sure that everything is okay. You will find out where my missing missionary went to. That
And
is all I.
do you want us to talk to them about providing you with more skeletons? Or is that not really our job?
If you pass people along the way, you can spread the word, but many people, when you talk about necromancy to that extreme, people start to get uncomfortable. And he stares at Richard. Some people might even utter words of holy talk in this place. Oh,
Well, there's something holy about giving new, fresh life and opportunity to that which has been lost and forgotten.
Well,
yes.
I'm sorry if I've offended anybody here, but
No,
my
you haven't
intention
offended
was
anyone. You're fine. You're totally fine.
not to hurt anyone's feelings.
Yeah, because he's very nice. He's very polite.
There are not many feelings left to hurt at this point.
You guys are
Anyways,
getting along great. This is good. This is good. I'm glad you're getting along. Just because, people that I know getting along is a nice thing when people get along.
I, I see. Anyways, so I have a few things here from the wall that you can take from. And he proceeds to kind of gesture. And this is where your magic items would come from.
I just take
Must
regular rapier. It's nothing really special or anything. It's just, run of the mill. Thank you for giving me this item.
I'm going to regret this decision.
I take
For
out
Richard,
yep, I
for,
take out a rapier.
for Richard, I know we talked about you having an item beforehand. Anything else that you'd like to describe from being here?
Uh, I take a peek around, and I'm like, I'm already attuned to 3 things. Okay, let's, yeah, you know what? I don't want to take anything from the spooky mansion, because I'm afraid everything is cursed. Thank you very much. No, thank you.
I take the rapier and I take
I
a
think I'm cursed.
cloak. I take. Wait, you speak?
No, sorry, that was not. Sorry.
Okay. So I take a rapier and I take a cloak. It's black, of course, and I take a headband.
Oh,
Alright.
I take a cute pair of boots. What else did I take? Oh no, I forgot. 1 second.
Yeah. Just side note, how dark is it in here?
Um,
Or is it light because he's working
Because
with
of the
fire?
yeah, because of the forge, it's light in here, but out in the hallway is dim light, if not dark.
Cool,
It's
cool. Got it.
barely lit. Let's put it that way. If someone did wander in, they could stumble their way around the castle.
That's all I take. Oh no, I take the bow. Aha.
There is another bow that I would like more. An old comrade of mine begged for a weapon, and he had it. I have not seen nor heard of him in a long time.
So this would be
That is
like bonus
another
points.
thing.
This would be like bonus points if we were to find this bow. Not that anyone's keeping score, but that would be like even better than doing the normal thing. So bonus, like if we, get the town to give you more skeletons and get this bow, that would be really good.
If you find that bow, you will definitely be within my good graces.
That's good. That's good to know.
Not that that would be a concern for you. You and your sister are always in my good graces.
Yeah, thank you. And you're in mine, but it would get Richard in your good graces too, right? Not that he's not already in all of our good graces because
If
he just
a man who's holy like him gets that weapon, there's more concern that I have for other things. But yes, if you were to return the weapon, I may exchange it with something else instead. For your troubles, after all. But that's if you find this weapon.
It is definitely gonna be
okay. Well, any idea where it is?
If I knew that, I would have
Right,
sent a missionary after it.
right. Or Morgan.
Yes. I I don't think anyone would understand its power until they wielded it, so I don't think they'd ever worry about it. Anyways,
So you're telling me I shouldn't touch this thing when I find it?
I'm telling
I'll
you
handle it.
that
I'll touch it. So I'll do it. It's my job.
it's
I'll see special job.
it's of no danger to you,
Cool.
nor in fact it might actually aid you in anything that you do. However, it's more just the sentimental value of it, as that friend has come and gone years ago. So, anyways, it's about a 2-day journey for you to make it to this town. And I would very much appreciate to know what is going on there. So, and he claps his hands, and a little butler starts to come out. This This little skeletal servant will bring you back to the front of the castle if you'd like.
Oh, I
Thank you.
know. I know the way. I
Apologies, sir. Before we go, I didn't catch your name.
Hmm. He looks back to Merlin. Is this one of your friends?
yes, yes, he's a very good friend.
Is he like that wolf character to Morgan?
No, no. I mean, if not that, but it's just not at this moment or anything. But he's a good friend and he not that though. But it's not like is that a bad thing if he was? Would that be a bad thing?
It does not matter to me.
Oh, that's good to know. Okay, all right.
Flesh and emotions get in the way for me,
Right.
other than, you know, camaraderie here and there. Well, if you must know, I was once known as a great adventurer. Ham. It was a stupid nickname. My name is Zordahan, but you might find me in history books with a different name because some people just find it more difficult to pronounce names than to write a different name.
And the name of the book would be.
Now, depends on the scholar, I guess. If it's Merlin or Morgan or their mother or father, it will be my actual name. It will be Zordahan.
Mm,
If it's one of those tall tale tellers, the ones that are frightful to even come near my domain, they'll know it more as Ham, because they'll know the adventurer that crossed these lands, not the power that is now.
Well then, Zordahan, a pleasure to meet you. I'll do my best to get your item, get your minion. No, minion. Missionary back for you.
I mean, neither is wrong. They are my minion. All right. Well, if you'll excuse me, I've got pressing matters. And you can see now as something drops from the robe and it looks almost like a metal spear shaft that he's starting to hammer again.
Bum, bum,
I
bum.
And this is the point where you guys start adventuring. Yeah. On your way out, because you're going to actually go out the opposite way that you came in, Merlin will show you towards where seems to be this huge castle. On the very side of it is a small cottage. And around the cottage is actually a small garden where it appears the only ray of light that's allowed through the clouds is on this garden.
I'm going to avoid the total darkness just to be nice. But I'm also not going to, I'm also kind of going to avoid the light too.
Okay. Merlin, you would know that that was your ancestral home growing up. Um, that's actually the family house versus the castle.
Mm.
So, let's see. I have now put you onto the map, right?
Yes.
You
Yes.
guys should see Raven's Call is your destination.
All right. Worm is going to excitedly walk there.
Worm knows the way. This is good. This is useful. We can just follow Worm.
Well, you're quite the spry individual, Worm. It seems I'm gonna have trouble keeping up.
Oh, I don't think I don't think he can talk.
I can. I don't know the way.
Oh,
I
well,
wasn't never programmed with a sense of direction.
oh, well, he said it was east.
Which
So,
way is east?
would I know which way east is?
Yeah, you would know which way. You would actually know of this town. You've been there before
Cool.
because it's one of the closest places to get supplies.
Yeah, I know where it is.
Uh-huh.
I can lead us. Not saying that I'm the leader, because if there was a leader, it would be Richard. But I can lead us for the time being.
Do you like this Richard person?
Richard's right there.
Oh.
Oh, so Worm. So I'm Merlin. You've probably heard about me. Maybe have you?
No.
Oh, well that's fine. Maybe he just didn't talk to you a lot. But I'm Merlin, and this is Richard, my friend. And
Hi.
yeah, We're
do
going.
you like Richard?
Well, yeah, we're friends.
Okay.
Alright, let's go this way. And I start leading us in the direction of. Is it
We're
nighttime?
walking.
I think
Is it
we're
nighttime?
walking. Is it daytime?
It would definitely be like noon right about now, because
Alright, that's fine then.
it'll take until the end of tomorrow for you to make it there. You know that there's an inn about halfway where the fork in the road is. Um,
Oh, darn, it's really unfortunate some random DM didn't let us have the boat.
I mean, one of these days, you don't know what's behind that forge. Maybe there's something.
Okay.
I.
Um,
But for now, walking is fine.
all right. As you guys proceed, um, can you all give me perception checks?
Oh no!
And if
I
they're
actually have to
lower than your
roll.
and if they're lower than your passive, let me know what your passive is.
My passive's
Eight.
pretty low.
My passive is 18.
Guys, turn on toggle.
How do you...
I don't like to toggle.
Well, so you're just always gonna roll twice? What if you waste a natural 20?
That's not how it works.
If the
We don't
second number is
waste
natural
here.
20 and you don't have advantage, then you're gonna waste a nat 20.
It would. Anyways.
I'm pretty sure I have advantage on perception checks.
I think so because you're in your favored
Yeah, I'm in my
domain.
favorite place and I have blind fighting. I definitely have advantage.
So, all right.
18.
So as you notice, going through the woods, it's not too like I think honestly, Worm's the only one that might not even notice. Um, the woods are just more quiet than normal. It seems like there's fewer creatures running around.
It...
Almost a little bit too calm, too quiet. But
It...
you proceed on. What's that? Sorry.
It is a lovely day to be outside. Am I right, people? There are
I'd
trees.
agree, Worm.
It's not dark.
No, there are trees, but there's not, wildlife right now, which is odd. It's not unwelcome, because it means that we won't run into anything that we'd have to, deal with. But, it's strange that there's not more noise. Not that I don't, mind the quiet, because quiet can be good sometimes, too.
There are trees. We are outdoors. We're not in a cemetery. It's a good day.
Don't get out much, Worm.
No.
Well, then we'll have to try to show you the best time we can out here on the road.
I would love that.
Did Zord make you? Did Zordahan make you?
I don't know. Did Zordahan make me?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You know like, every curse word and all the foul language in this world as he constructed you.
Okay, good to know.
We're not gonna see
Hell
him
yeah.
on stream.
Damn
We're
it!
not gonna see him on stream.
Okay.
I mean, like, one of the worst is just, it's probably peanut butter.
Okay.
That's pretty bad. Peanut butter is pretty bad.
Is it as bad
I
as
love
maple?
peanut butter.
Okay. So,
I like maple.
yeah. It's one of my favorite swear words.
It's pretty harsh.
What do we gotta do for you, Worm, while we're out here for you to get the full experience?
That's a great question. I haven't been out. Well, no. I have. Once.
You've been out inside the graveyard. That's about it.
Inside the graveyard.
Well, yeah. Inside the graveyard.
Oh, well, we gotta show you everything out here.
I would love that. truly.
Yes, but we also have a job to do. So,
But do we
not
really
that I'm
have to
saying
do that
no,
job?
Richard, your idea is good. It's a good idea. We should do that.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna roll into town soon. We're gonna roll into Raven's Call. There's got to
We're
be
gonna
some
well,
interesting.
first we'll stop at an inn.
What's that?
It's a place where you can stay and eat and drink and sleep, which I am not sure if you do any of those things.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, you can also talk to people. There's people there.
Okay.
And usually they people who have traveled or are traveling, so that could be good.
Okay.
And then we'll get to the town.
Okay.
All right. A few hours pass by. It's probably 8 o'clock at night by this point. The sun is just about down, and you do catch a sight of that tavern, and you proceed to roll to it. You guys go in?
Yeah.
Sure.
Wait, why are you asking that question?
If you wanted to bum rush the entire night, you could technically make it there, but that would also leave you probably exhausted.
Okay,
And yeah. So, as you approach, Naephid and not Naephid, Richard and Worm,
It can be so hard.
um, you you both see, a couple horses, not a whole lot outside. Merlin, this is noticeably less than what would normally be here. Um, you guys walk into the tavern, and there's maybe about 6 or 7 people altogether. Um, you notice that this is a massive letdown, I guess, compared to when you were growing up, as this is a big trade route and this is a very frequently stopped area. Um,
Do I
being that
know
the next one,
do I know the person at the bar, the innkeeper, the tavern owner?
you would, um, except it would be the young son of the previous keeper that you would see behind the bar. His name is William.
Hi, William.
Oh, and as he's wiping a glass down, he looks up and says, "Oh, Merlin, it's been forever since you've been in here.
Yeah, you
You
remember me. That's
don't
me.
come out this way much anymore, do you?"
No, I'm just busy. I have so many things that I'm doing. This is my friend Richard, and this is our um it's friend Worm. Um, and it's
As as you introduce Worm, the spectators at around the bar look, and William's definitely frightened. Like, what is that?
um Worm. What would you call yourself?
Um. Uh. I am Worm. I was born in a lab.
Yes. So this is Worm, and it's
Worm is a marvelous being. There's nothing that Worm can't do, and we can prove it.
Yes.
we can
Yep.
we can
I can
because
do
Richard says so.
things.
You're definitely like the attention getter at this moment, as everyone's looking at you like they've seen undead come in before, but you're different. You're
Yes.
definitely special in your own way.
Metal.
Um,
Mostly metal. And plant.
Metal, plant, yeah.
Yeah.
So you have all eyes on you right now. If there's anything you'd like to do,
Oh, yes. I would like to. I can't juggle in this character. Darn it. I would like to wave hello and give a thumbs up.
Look at that. Human customs. Worm is capable of. An incredible being.
Right, Bit of a slow night, William. Where's your where's the not that I'm not happy to see you because I am. It's great to see anyone in any family, and I think that it's a shame when people and families are like compared, but it's great to see you. Um where's the rest of your family though? Not that I'm not happy to see you because I am. I'm just curious.
Well, my dad had to go to the market, and since mom's sleeping right now, I'm taking the off shift. So that's you know we're uh, we're kind of just and he like he waits for people to not be staring at Worm anymore, and he kind of goes over like near your ear, and he's like, "It's been kind of slow because of the weird happenings going on. A lot of the traders have said things are not going right over by Raven's Call and even further to the Murder Row. Um, I don't know what's going down, but we've seen fewer and fewer traders. Um,
What kind of stories have the traders been telling?
that's just it. Some traders swear they hear things in the night, but that's it. And one of the biggest things that's been common is it's very misty. And it's not just a mist that's normal to Raven's Call. It's thick, and some people, I assume, might just be getting lost in the woods. Um, I don't know. It started
Mm,
happening about a month ago, and we just it's been a little bit slower. We've definitely had to pinch a few more pennies. Let's put it that way.
Well, well, definitely be careful. And um, yeah, I'll let you know if I find out anything, because we'll come back this way.
You're coming back this way. You're gonna you're gonna go over there?
Well, yeah, we have a quest, a mission. It's really, I'm just making it sound bigger than it is probably. But yeah, we have something to do over in in Raven's Call, so we're gonna go over there.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, the least we could do is let you spend the night. Yeah,
Well, no, but don't. But yeah, you have to charge us because if you're pinching pennies, like well, of course we're spending the night here, but don't. We're not saying for free. You gotta charge us.
all right, all right. Well, um, since since you're a friend of the family, um, I would I would say probably 2 gold per person for the night is more than enough for whatever you might want to eat and stay and do all that.
Okay, yeah, sure. And I hand over 6 gold. Oh,
You
I don't. I'm just going
you
to.
go to pay, and instead the little floating eyeball that is next to Worm actually goes up to the counter and just starts dispensing a few coins.
Oh, yeah.
What? What?
it's
Okay, that thing looks human. Oh, what is that?
Think of it as a
it's a friend.
glorified coin purse, pal. And I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna when it finally drops out the last coin. I'm gonna bop it one more time to try to get it to leave a tip. Bop.
Uh, give me a sleight of hand.
Okay.
I'm 20.
And then I'll whisper to it, "Hey, don't." I'll
Uh,
whisper, "Hey, don't take offense to that, but like, pay a little more."
it seems to look at you and then look back and dispenses 2 more coins.
Thank you. See the wonders of modern technology.
I don't understand why that metal ball has wings and an eye and hands. That's weird. All sorts of weird.
Well, sometimes things that are weird or unusual can turn out to be really nice and comforting and sweet, and shouldn't be judged as weird or spooky.
And as uh, as you say that, Helper goes back to Worm and just attaches itself as like a little book bag to Worm.
fist
See?
bump it. Like,
I didn't hear that, Jojo.
oh, sorry. I give it a good fist bump, like, uh.
It does fist bump you back. It understands the power of the fist bump.
Fuck yeah.
Anyway,
All right.
do you have food, or do you need help making food? If you're just here by yourself, I can come help you.
No, no. If it's just the four of you,
No,
is that
I don't think they don't
eat?
eat, right? Because Worm said that they don't eat. What are your pronouns, Worm?
I think I'm a dude.
Okay. Right. So, Worm, he does not eat. And I don't think Helper does either. But
No.
Richard and I eat, and we can do that. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
cannot masticate organic
Just,
life forms.
just let
Well,
me
no,
know
we
what
don't
you.
actually eat like. Well, I mean, I guess we do because we eat plants and animals. I
I
We eat things
just
that
let me
aren't
know what
organic,
you.
like life forms, though. I guess not actually in D&D. Everything would just be plant or animal based.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Just let me know what you guys want to eat. Do you do you need 3 rooms, 2 rooms? And he looks at you, and then he looks at Richard, and he's like, 2 rooms, 3 rooms.
I could bunk with Worm.
Yeah. He wants to bunk with Worm, so I'll have my own room, because
Okay,
that's
so 2 rooms, that's fine.
unless
Um,
there's like none like a room with 2 beds, and because Worm doesn't need a bed, but we don't have to do that. If that would be weird to share a room, we wouldn't have to. We don't have to do that, Richard. If that's weird.
No, it's fine. Hey, back when I was with the
Yeah.
gang, it was everybody was all on top of each other anyway. So if I could just have a bed to myself, I'll be happy.
Oh, right. That's that's the thing that you've done. Is okay. Yes. So one room with 2 beds, if you have that.
all right, yeah, that's fine. That's doable. Right now, with the opening of rooms, you can have either. It's your choice. Um, yeah,
I mean, if
and
you're used to
so
like sleeping in piles with people, Richard, then we could go to a room with 1 bed if that would make you more comfortable. If that's something that would make you like
No,
comfy,
no,
but
I
if that's
haven't
not
lived on the
comfy,
road. I've not lived on the road for a long time. Having my own room in the tower has been great. So just a bed by myself will be enough.
right? That's comfy. That's good. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
all right, as you guys have your room, you have some food, and you take the night to rest. Is there anything specific you want to do during that, or just
I'm attuned to my items.
Oh yeah, attuning to the items.
all right?
Since since everything that I have is already stolen, I would like to interact with Helper and see if there's like a way to communicate with Helper, and if there isn't, then try to see how Helper is carrying. Are we gonna get money out of this when we're done? Like, come on, Helper, talk to me here.
Fist bump
So
helper.
you start to talk, and Helper is looking at you talking. And like at one point, I assume you ask, "Do you even understand what I'm saying?" And Helper floats up and down, and that's it can't talk, but it can understand what you're saying, and it seems to be able to see what's around it.
Okay, I have Helper's name. Helper's name is the Headless Eyeball Listening Physician Expressive Retina. Helper.
That's
That's a
awesome.
good point. Does Worm stand for something?
Probably. I was
Okay.
never told.
Oh, that's fine. I wasn't really told what Merlin. I wasn't really told why I was named Merlin. I was just named Merlin. Not every name has to. That's fine.
Thanks. Do names supposed to mean something? That was
In some in some cultures, but I don't think Merlin really means anything. Does Richard mean anything?
Oh.
Yeah, Richard means strong in rule,
That's nice.
leading like a strong, commanding role, kind of.
Yeah, because I even said earlier that if we had a leader, it would be you. You were named to be a leader, so there you go.
It's been nice taking the back seat for a little bit, actually.
Oh, yes. You don't want to be the leader, and I wouldn't want to make you do something that you didn't want to do. So if you don't want to be a leader, then you, of course, don't have to be the leader.
Heavy is the head which wears the crown, as they say.
Mm. Very wise.
All right. So where are you working with Helper anyways, Richard?
Like, where am I? I'm interacting. I brought him up to the room.
Oh, okay. So you're like just by yourself then? Well, you guys are all up in your room, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
if there's a fun interaction with Helper being in the dining room, I will gladly move him back down to the dining room.
I think at one point the merchants downstairs want to play a game with him because they also want to see what it's capable of.
Can they play cards?
They could. They are merchants.
Worm, do you
Probably
play
no.
cards?
I play cards.
Richard plays cards as well and has a hand with him.
Worm does too.
It's ruining the illusion of the wig.
All right. So do you guys want to play cards? Is that what's
You
going
know
on?
it.
I think so.
Let's do it.
Sure.
I mean, right now they're playing for low stakes. It's literally like a couple silver at this point to play the game, but in general, if you wanted it, when they try to do it with Helper, they're not going for money because they just want to see if Helper can play cards.
Well, how about this? If Helper loses, I'll pay. I'll pay Helper's pay-in. I'll pay for Helper's buy into the table, and then that way we can still play for money, and everybody can still have fun. And we'll see if Helper works. How about that?
All right, boy, I think we got a deal. It's just this human is just sitting there. Let's see if the floating eye thing can play cards. Are you all going to join in too?
I think that would be fun.
Yeah.
All right. So I am actually going to have you guys roll performance if you have like cards as like one of your proficiencies. It can be with that.
So I can roll
Whichever,
performance with my performance proficiency. If I have that.
if you have that, yeah.
So if I don't,
So it could be a charisma card check.
Yes. Because it could either be you bluffing or you actually being good at this and knowing like what other people have.
Oh,
Oh no.
I got.
Ooh, it got spooky.
I got 17.
I got 11.
Let's see. I'm 18.
Oof. All right. So, Richard, you definitely think you have a good enough hand that you can bluff your way to winning. As far as Worm goes, you know you have a decent hand. It may not be the best, but you know you could also try to bluff if you felt like it. And Helper rolls a natural 19. And so Helper just sits there holding its cards.
Oh my god, I love Helper. Can we see
So-
some Helper Simpson chat?
eventually puts down like a pair of aces, which would make three of a kind for what's on the table, while you all might have a pair,
Uh-huh.
and you're just like, what? The robot just did that?
Fist bump.
And so now you are said that there was 7 in the bar. There's probably 4 playing. You are 1 gold richer, basically, in
Well,
Helper.
no, Helper is, and I will take my fee back. Thank you very much. There you are, Helper.
So, yeah, that goes on for a little bit. If you guys want to continue, you can, but through the course of the night, you end up basically being only up by like 2 or 3 gold each.
That's
Eventually, the merchants lose enough that they're like, yeah, no, that's we're done. We got this. So I think all of you can get 3 gold, basically.
Well, that was great. I didn't even have to cheat.
I'm at 9 gold.
We were told we didn't have to worry about gold. I'm not writing this down.
I'm
That's
at
perfectly fine.
157,000 gold and 9.
I'm at a
And
limited
3.
pocket of gold. If Dan says something has a gold cost, I'm just saying that I have it and putting it down.
I have. I'm sticking with the 9 gold.
12 electrum pieces.
I like it.
That electrum.
I have.
So as you guys are wrapping
20
up the card games, basically taking in the coins and distributing them, you do overhear one of the merchants mentioning, like, I swear I saw something in that. Like one of the freshly that has come in. I swear that I saw something in that mist. I don't know what it was, but there's definitely something watching me. And he's talking to someone else who's like, oh no, it's just the mist, boy. Plays tricks on your mind.
Hello. I just straight up walk up to them, very very friendly. You saw something in the mist?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. It looked just, I don't know. I thought I saw someone. That's all. But I don't, nothing came of it.
Was
I
it
just kept
a
going.
human?
I think so. I don't know. I couldn't see a good look at them. I just
Your
know it
nerves
was
a
a
little
silhouette of a
shattered?
person. Everyone says I'm nervous of my own shadow. Maybe it's finally gotten to me. Maybe I did just see things. I don't know.
Here, come sit down. Come sit down. We'll get you a drink. Hey, get him a drink, and you could tell us calmly what you saw in the chat, and then maybe we could my friend W.Y.R.M is interested, so maybe we could learn a little bit about it here.
All right. Yeah. That sounds good. Yeah. So I was hitching up old Nellie here, and I was leaving Raven's Call, and I like I don't know. I thought most of the town was in the tavern there or at home. Uh, Strange rumors are going on that things happen at night, but I wanted to get out of the town and get back out of that mist as soon as I could. So once I sold my wares, I was done. I was out. Um, and I swear there's something watching me, but someone watching me maybe. I don't know, but when I called out, nothing nothing responded. I looked away for a second to see if anyone else was around, and I swear it was gone. Maybe it's one of them dead trees or something that's out there. I don't know. Real weird. And you can visibly see that he's trembling a little bit.
Wow. Scary.
It it maybe my mind's overreacting to things. I don't know. The mist has never really been this strong before, and lately it's been kind of weird walking through. You can't see more than like 30 feet ahead of you. Like, I don't know. That maybe that silhouette was a tree, maybe it was a person, maybe it was a dog. I don't know. Maybe it was my own shadow. Got nothing. Oh,
Well,
and
this was an insightful conversation. Thank you for cluing us into what's going on out there. Merlin, anything to this?
you're muted.
Merlin, I don't think there's nothing to it. And
No,
Richard's
I
so
was
cool.
muted. I mean, there could be, I'm not an expert on this area. I haven't been here in a while, but I mean, things happen, and um, it, it I don't know what it is, but that doesn't not mean that I can't find out. I know other things. Just because I don't know this doesn't mean like I don't know anything. Just I don't know this.
Hmm. Okay. Well, thank you
Thank you for
for
asking. I appreciate you asking.
Worm. Any insights?
Um, it sounds like we should walk directly into the mist and find out who's ever in there.
Or well, we are remember we're to for Zordahan, we're supposed to go to town and find the missionary and see what happens to the missionary. And there's a chance that it's connected. It
What if
probably
the
is.
missionary's in the mist? Because
It
then,
could be.
like,
Let's
alliteration, I think it's called.
yeah. I mean, it definitely could be, but let's make sure that we stay on task.
Okay. This
Let's go
mist.
into town. Let's try to get into town. Let's try to ask around. Let's try to see, by the way, do you have any extra deceased that, you're not doing anything with? And
Let's not
and
lead with that.
I think I would agree with Richard. We should probably not talk about the
What
graveyard.
what are you doing with the dead?
Nothing.
oh, it's just do you sir um are scared of things in the world, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
We can protect you. Me and Zordahan can protect you from those scary things. And all we need to protect you is just spare bodies that you're not using, that no one's using. The bodies that no one's using, right? We're not taking over like living bodies. Like, just, if you have any bones, then we can use those to protect you.
Well, I very much appreciate the water. I I'm gonna retire to my room now.
You're good,
Um,
man.
you you have a safe night now. And he he scampers upstairs. He's like, nope, not these people. This is weird.
Well, we've already burned this bridge in this town, so Richard's gonna go to bed too.
I am going to go to sleep.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it's time to sleep.
All right. So, as you guys rest for the night, um, nothing seems to happen. Eventually, you end up waking up. Um, you can have breakfast downstairs. That is part of your 2 gold if you'd like. Um, if not, not a big deal either. And you start to proceed out. Um,
Can I grab a
everybody,
croissant
give
for the
me.
road?
I thought you didn't eat.
I do not eat or sleep.
Yeah, you said that you slept, and I was like, maybe you just kind of relax or power down or.
Yeah, I like
I I, well, I
sleep
don't
with the
mind
windows
making you
open.
food if you're gonna eat it, but it seems like an awful waste if you aren't going to eat it.
That was an out of person joke, but we can roleplay this. Um, I would not eat it. Uh, it just sounded like something cool to say.
Oh, okay. Yep.
No, yeah.
Um,
So thank you for your hospitality and for the breakfast that we ate. Those of us who eat.
yeah. Anytime, Merlin. Like you guys come back through. I mean, if, whenever, whenever you or your sister want to come through, just stop on by, say hi. That's all.
And
Um,
say hi to your parents for me.
I will. And you guys start to proceed towards Raven's Call. Everyone, give me another perception check, please.
Can I just use passive? Yeah, can I just use passive?
What is your passive?
18.
Oh, yeah. So 19, 18, 19. Yeah, you guys definitely notice what is normal, like a beautiful, sunny, foresty day. Like you're just walking along. At some point, the sun just starts to not really be as bright. And as you walk farther and farther, you do start to see this mist creeping out, which is very odd in the middle of the day. And like this must be what he was talking about the night before.
Mm. I
Not that
think
the dark isn't unwelcome. I definitely prefer the dark. Um, but this is odd.
this is what the scared guy was talking about. Did we get a name from that guy?
No.
We didn't ask his name. Oops.
But
I
yeah,
spent a minute talking to them so I can impersonate him if you'd like. Hi.
Let's name him Rich.
but that's a little bit close to Richard.
I don't know many names.
Oh, right. Well, we don't have to assume his name. We can just call him the scared guy who was very stingy with bones.
That's a long name.
It is.
Well, are we proceeding through the mist?
I
Is,
think
is,
we
is the mist
can.
the only way to get to Raven's Call?
Yep.
Through the mist, I guess. If we're all okay with that. But I mean, you did say that you wanted to go into the mist.
I do think this is a very familiar plot. I would love to go through the mist.
Yeah, so the only other thing is to give me a survival check to stay on track. Whoever can do it, one person can do it, and someone can help them for advantage, or multiple people can do it.
I will
Either
give
or.
someone advantage.
I have a +4.
I will give you advantage.
Cody, what do you got?
I will leave it to you.
Okay.
Just the two.
Nice. All right, with a 19, nothing seems to impede your march to Raven's Call. There are points where it is very possible that if you didn't know the roadway or you couldn't identify what was road versus what was just a slightly beaten path, you might find yourself going astray to some other town. Um, and eventually, you guys do end up in Raven's Call. But as you get there, it is just as dark as it would be nighttime.
Oh, is it?
And what's very odd about this is it is the middle of the day. Like you know it would not have taken you until 9 o'clock at night to get here.
So actually, Richard would be used to this by now. But you have blind sight, correct, Worm?
Yes, because I have blind fighting.
So I am currently invisible to Richard. But Richard's probably dealt with this before.
So I'm gonna look directly at Merlin and go.
Oh, that's very useful that he worked. You can see me. Hi.
Of course I can see you.
That's useful that he worked that in. That was nice of him to think of us. Yeah. Richard, if you want to know where I am, then we could hold hands.
Can
Well,
people
I'm gonna
not
have to if it
see?
gets too dark, so maybe I should just hold both of your hands.
It becomes the three of you just skipping and frolicking through this
We're
misty,
off to
dark
see the
section.
wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Sorry.
We're off to find a corpse, the wonderful corpse of this guy.
I hear he is a Magical corpse.
I mean, any corpse can be a magical corpse if you know the right spell.
Oh, that's not part of the
So
song.
you will before you make it to Raven's Call. You will. Is that the maintenance guy? That is the maintenance guy. Phenomenal.
Put the fags in. Put them in.
Yes, 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 yes. Heck yeah, maintenance guy.
Anyway,
Party
yeah.
for
So
the maintenance guy.
Right. So while Dan deals with this, maybe should we go on break, or are you good?
Can you guys hear it a lot?
No, we can't. I can't hear it
Not
at
at
all.
all.
Oh, there's legitimately like just music playing in the background. It's great.
Yeah, no, we're good.
There he
We're
goes.
good.
He's walking away.
We're good.
Yeah. So you guys notice on your way through
Maintenance guy.
that there is actually a cart just maybe 45 minutes away from the town. It is completely in shambles. The horse that would have been pulling this is ripped in half, and there is no body on the cart, so there's no driver.
Oh, this is not a useful way to leave a corpse. This can't be used for anything
We're
now.
talking about corpses. It's time to light a torch.
Oh,
Oh, that's bright.
Can
No,
I
I
see?
can't
Is it
see.
magical darkness? Is the torch illuminate for me?
It does illuminate. It's probably like a 15-foot radius is as much as you really get. It seems that the mist is slightly repelled from it, but seems to try to creep back in.
We might be more noticeable to whoever or whatever did this to the horse if we have light.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be a heck of a lot less useful if I can't see at all.
Okay. That's true, and I don't want you to feel uncomfortable. So can I look at the horse and see what could have ripped it in half? Or
Yeah,
if there's anything
give
on the cart,
me.
can I make an investigation check on the cart to see if there's anything there?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. I was going to say, give me an investigation.
Okay.
I can do that. 21.
Okay. So, as you're looking around at the cart, looking around at the horse, like whatever did this, it it almost looked at first like something had just ripped it in half, but instead it looks like something cut it in half, and not very easily. It was a multiple swing type of jagged cut to get into it. Um, as you look around the cart a little bit more, you notice that there's one or two bloody handprints, and then what seems to be a drag mark going off into the marshes. Um, and that's about it. There still seems to be some uh, deliveries of sugar that are on this cart.
Um, so something was dragged off this way if we want to follow that. Um,
Sure.
but this is just a very disrespectful thing to do to a body because now no one can use this horse. It's upsetting.
May it rest in pieces.
Amen.
Yeah, so if we can go this way, but maybe we should go quietly. But you want the light, so I could go.
It's fine. I can snuff it for now, and then you people can lead me towards the.
So you want to hold hands again, is what you're saying? You want to hold my hand?
Maybe we should do it in a trail. The three of us, all three of us, hold hands.
Are you quiet at all? Warm.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So then we can hold hands and be quiet together. Okay, let's do that.
Are we being stealthy?
Yes, and I make sure my hood is up.
Do we have to roll stealth?
If there's nothing there to see us, no.
I believe we should roll stealth.
So I am invisible. If the
Yep,
light is
you
out,
get advantage,
I
but
get advantage from
you could,
I'm wearing the cloak of elvenkind and I'm invisible.
yeah. So everyone roll stealth, please.
All right.
Please and thank
For
you.
7, so I'm making noise, but I would like to point out that no one can see me, but I can in fact be heard.
It doesn't count. I also get
Yeah,
advantage because it's a forest.
No one can see me, but I can be heard.
Good thing you had that advantage there.
So yeah, the 21, the 28, you guys are quiet. Like the mud is just not even affecting you as you're going through. You make no noise. Merlin, on the other hand, like at this point, you're half covered in mud and you make so much noise when you're walking through. Like the suction sound of your boot coming out of the marsh is just all the time.
Wait,
Um,
do they look like a mud monster? Because like the mud is on top of the invisibility.
half of it, because only the like her waist down is just mud.
No,
It's just
don't do this to
floating mud.
me. Don't do this to me.
Hey, you got the sword.
Um,
You also get to be floating mud.
but not more than maybe 10 minutes into your stealthing and walking towards that direction, what you see is just a it looks like a person leaning over a body. And as you get closer and closer, those with dark vision, so probably not Richard, but Merlin and Worm, you notice this is a fresh skeleton. Like there's definitely muscle and tendons and stuff like there, but underneath is also just this person, but like they're facing one way, but it looks like their skin is facing the opposite way. Is the best way to describe that?
That's the thing leaning over the body, right? Or is that the body?
No, the thing leaning over the body is the fresh skeleton with the muscle and the tendons, but does not have any skin. There's a body that's laying on its back, but it looks like the skin is face down.
I can't see, but it really feels like something gross is going on.
Skin is inside out.
And as you guys approach, because of Merlin, it looks up to you and it sees in that direction there is half a mud person.
Man.
And everybody, please roll initiative.
Okay.
Goes into group check.
How to do
Do
this?
an entitled one, I guess, because this isn't where I thought you'd fight, but it's where we've led
We don't
to.
have to fight here. You can have us not fight.
How do I roll initiative?
So alright, so first of all, click and drag so that your token is on the map. Look at the little suit.
Click and drag what?
Okay, alright, Dan, you're gonna have
Richard,
to
do you want to be on top of
Oh,
it?
you need to make a Dan, set up a turn order.
Oh, yeah. There we
Thank
go. Well,
What am I clicking and dragging? I don't know what I'm doing.
Alright, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I'll teach you how to do it later. Just Dan can add your token.
There.
Hide behind the wizard.
Hide behind the wizard.
It's so squishy.
wizard.
I'm hiding behind the wizard.
What is this green circle?
You said make a token.
No, I didn't. Dan, can you add Joe's token, please?
Wait, what?
Joe doesn't know how to add their token. Can you please add
I
it?
do not know how
yeah.
to add. No one
You
told me.
do not have a token. You don't have a picture.
Oh,
Alright, so this green circle is Joe's character.
great.
Yeah, that works. They are
Can you make
nature.
sure the NPC
That's
is a
how
little bit more
stealthy they are.
Joe, can you zoom in the
Richard.
NPC a little bit more so that things
Yep.
can be seen better?
How do I do initiative again?
Alright, so you're just gonna click the initiative on your character sheet,
Oh, right.
and then
I did
have
not
to. I
see
mean, you
that.
have to have something so that we can add Joe's turn to the turn order.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry.
I could just go twice and then.
Just Dan, just like search in the Roll20. Yeah, that works.
There you go.
Just gonna
Yeah,
do that.
that's great.
Yeah, you got this. I believe in you. Look at that. Now you can change it to what it. Oh,
It was
perfect.
19.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Dan,
We're good.
Dan, you know how to
Um,
add the turns for the monsters?
I do not, but I'm learning.
So you just go to the token and then you click add turn. If you right click on the token, you should have an add turn option.
Oh, for some reason it is a player.
Or click on the token and then click the no, you should be able to right click the token and add turn.
That's the weird thing. Put it in a section I did not think of. What? Nope.
Why don't you just build their initiative and we'll just remember it.
Yeah, I was going to say I don't understand what is going on. Yeah, they're gonna work together. So whatever they go. So
Alright, so
15.
Alright, so do you know how to reorder the turn order? Actually, it's
Yes.
fine. You don't. Right.
Custom.
You want to click descending on the turn order. There you go. Okay, so remember that the monsters go after Worm.
Sounds good. We can do that.
Yeah. I do that. Does that work? Hey, that works. Okay.
Eee.
Look at that. There we go.
Heck yeah.
Rocking.
Heck yeah.
Don't know what's going on. I haven't used Roll20 as a DM in quite some time, so there we go.
Now we're cooking with gas.
Gay.
So you see the skeleton look up at you, and what do you do?
Right. Well,
Merlin is
chill
first.
touch is probably not going to work on the skeleton. Why am I going first? What kind of damage is this? Why are all of my damage things necromancy? We're doing great. Alright, you know what? I'm going to. So wait, which one is? So this is the body, and this is the skeleton that's looking at me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to be like, ooh, I really do better when I'm not seen, and I'm going to cast blindness on the skeleton that is like looming over. So I need from the skeleton a to do Constitution saving throw, and the DC is 16.
Yep. Constitution. Let's do a roly roll. So 14.
All right, so that's a fail. So it is blind now, and I'm going to say, maybe we should leave. It can't see us now. I can't. I mean, it already couldn't see you, but now it can't see me. Maybe we should leave.
Is that everything you do?
That's all I'm gonna do for now. Maybe I will step back so bravely, because I'm not
All right.
dancing.
Worm.
Are
It
we
is your
leaving,
turn.
or am I gonna punch it?
I am. I'm good to just leave.
Richard.
I can't see what's going on. I don't know what it is.
Oh, Richard, there's a very scary skeleton that is eating another body.
There is a skin sack over a non-skin sack. Well,
There's a
actually, they're both. I'll leave your sacks of skin. There is a really messed up skin sack standing over a
why don't
less
you light your
messed
torch
up
'cause
skin
it can't
sack.
see anyway. Light your torch because it can't see anyway.
What about the other thing?
I think it's dead.
I think it's dead.
Okay, when it is conveniently my turn, my 6 seconds to behave, I will light my torch.
So am I punching it?
Maybe just if you're a puncher, maybe just stand in front of us non-punchers and be ready to punch it if it comes towards us.
Aha. Okay. I'm going to hold a punch. Can I hold my action for if they come at us to react and sock?
All right. So the skeleton, now in its blindness, does it roll to save at the end of its turn?
Mm-hmm.
End of its turn.
So it will swing wildly at things that are not the body, but it doesn't end up hitting anything.
It
So
definitely needs to be punched.
That
21.
succeeds. Yeah, that succeeds.
Okay. So that's the end of its turn, though. And then you watch as the skin that looked like it was backwards starts to crawl towards you.
I
So
hear
it comes
nasty
right
noises.
up. It is just this skin that is just waving towards you guys on the ground, and it goes up to Worm.
Okay,
And
I punch.
give me that punch, Worm.
Yeah,
Gimme.
so this is gonna be a magical punch. And because it is undead, I do get advantage. And
Okay.
uh,
That hits.
it's okay. I can punch again.
Um, when you
Oh
hold
no, when
your
I hold an action, no, I
action,
can only punch. Okay, so I punch
yeah, you
it.
can only punch once,
I punch
but
once.
it was definitely a good strike.
Does
Um,
it feel gushy? Like, does this feel
oh,
weird?
it feels very weird. Like even to you, who's like served with Zordahan, like
Mm-hmm.
you've carried dead bodies before. This is like someone literally skinned a human, and it is just their skin.
It's making my skin
Yeah,
crawl.
yeah. All right. So let's see. All right, let's do a slam. So it's a die. So 8 probably does not hit you, right?
No.
Yeah. All right, let's try again. What about a 17?
No, my armor class is 19.
So this thing just ragdolls against you and just flops
Ew.
down like it was trying to get up to you, like it was trying to grab you. And this is a weird thing. Richard, it's now your turn.
Okay. Um, um, unfortunately, when Richard cannot see, he is useless. Not entirely, actually. So actually, I guess I will. Um, I'll use my action to. Um, I'll step here. I'll go. I heard it in front of. I heard it in front of Worm, and I'm gonna slash out my whip at whatever's in front of Worm, just as like a little distraction. I'm gonna use the help action to help Worm. Whack. Um, and then I will use my bonus action to it's my bonus action to help Merlin. There we go.
I would say that if you wanted to light a torch, you could do that as a bonus action.
But that ruins Merlin's plan. So
No, it can that thing can see us. It's fine.
okay, then I guess I'll light a torch as an action, and then as my bonus action, I'll slap my whip across the side of Worm to distract this thing. Use the help action for Worm, and then I'll move back. Okay, team,
Please remember that
have at it.
Merlin does in fact covered in mud.
Yeah.
love
Yeah,
both of you so much.
it just tried to go over there, and it saw you.
Yep.
Hey, don't be
Okay.
mad. They put the human who can only do things when they see in the dark, alright? You could get a little mud on you.
My whole thing
Yeah.
is I'm invisible in darkness.
My whole thing is he can't see.
Ebony Darkness, Dementia Raven way over here.
That's the end of my turn.
All right. So Merlin, it is now your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna start dancing. So Merlin pulls out the rapier that they took from Zordahan, and they start moving about like in this combination of swordsmanship and like ballet. And they are going to oops, I'm on the ruler. She is going to come over here in her dance. So let me turn on the dance things. She's going to use Green Flame Blade on the first attack. And let's make an attack. I have advantage with. Alright, so does a 19 hit?
A 19 definitely hits.
Alright, that is 16 points of damage.
Okay.
Does it matter how much that is fire damage?
5
5 points is fire damage.
No, it does not.
Alright, and then no Green Flame Blade for the second attack. Second attack
Is
does an 18 hit.
18 will hit.
Okay. 12 points of damage.
That's enough to cut the skin in half. So it flops down next to you.
Great. That is my turn.
All right. Worm.
Ew, 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 ew. Is it dead?
It's not moving.
Great. I'm going to pull out my bow and take out the Skellyman.
All right, give me that attack.
Kiki. And because it's
Yeah, yeah.
undead, I get advantage. That's the wrong thing.
Hey.
Sorry.
That's a quarter staff.
Ah,
A 12 will not hit.
that's fair. I'm gonna use my extra attack to do the exact same thing.
A 22 will
Thank
definitely hit.
you.
ooh, 13 points of damage.
Mhm.
As you hear it gritting its teeth.
Mhm.
It's like if you've ever played Oblivion, you hear like the skeletons just making those noises as they walk around.
They
It's
jingly
just like,
jangle.
yeah.
Uh,
All right. One monster's dead. You can now see that the body that thing was on top of seems to have a slit down a third of it, like it was cutting the skin off of that body. And this
Zesty.
this
It
skeleton
wanted all the skin.
runs all the skin. This skeleton runs right up to you.
He just
And
wanted to be a real boy.
it is going to swing right at you, Worm. Give it.
It's giving
Actually,
me a worm. It's up against me.
oh yeah, that is you, isn't it, Merlin? Yep.
Ye-
It's going after Merlin because Merlin's half mud. All right. Does a 12 hit? Why
Not
is
No.
the
that?
person that smacked it? Okay.
For the
I'm
19
going.
hit.
Oh, actually, nah, a shield won't help with 26. Yeah, I gotta
Okay,
take that.
yeah. I don't know what I don't know why it's rolling advantage, but whatever.
Oh, so is it a 19?
It is a 19, yes.
19 does not hit when I'm in my song.
Does not hit while you're in your song. Okay. All right. So it swings twice at you and it just can't land a swing at you. You
I
like
am
see it at the last
dancing.
minute and it's like, Nope, don't want to get hit by that.
No one can see my dancing, but they can see the feet, the muddy feet dancing, and the feet look very
Richard.
graceful.
It's really
Is your turn.
kicking up a jig.
All right. Richard Richard's going to take a deep breath, pull out his hand crossbow, and is going to aim very tightly on the thing. Maybe I'll move over here, right there. Bonus action to give myself advantage on it, and then I'll go for it.
All right.
21.
Oh, that hits.
He does 20 points of piercing damage. I'm sorry, I miswrote that. But there you go.
That works to me.
And that's the
Right.
end of Richard's turn.
All right. At the end of Richard's turn, the order resets to Merlin.
Doing the same thing. I'm in my dance, so I'm using my sword. I no longer have advantage though. First attack with green flame blade.
That'll hit.
So that's 15 points of damage. Second
Okay.
attack, no cantrip. I wish I had the cantrip for that. All right, so that's 4 plus 12, 16 points of damage.
Okay. All right. Is that everything?
I will step over around it this way so that other people can have a better shot or come around if you would like to
Don't
flank.
worry.
And that is that.
Don't even worry. I have
Alright.
40 feet of movement.
All right, Worm. Let's see it.
What?
Let's see it.
I give it a good punch.
Wait, stop, hold on. Jojo, do you know how flanking works in D&D?
Joe doesn't need to flank.
I don't need to flank.
Right.
I can just punch it 3 times in a row.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Okay.
Right, you already have advantage.
Okay. 18.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Great. 7 damage. I punch it again with a natural 20.
Look at these numbers.
Okay. How do you want to end that one? Because that 20 will do it.
So, if actually one person would notice, I don't think Richard would notice, but Merlin would have noticed that every time that I punch, like, black mana starts around my like main Rock'em Sock'em hand, and like I literally just like uppercut him. I just give him the old 1-2.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
So I don't even have to use key. I just can smack him twice. Nice.
Smack, smack. All right. And with that skeleton's dead. As combat seems to end, you guys do notice that the body that was on the ground over here is starting to move a little bit. But if you took this moment, you could make sure it doesn't move.
I punch it.
I just imagine all of you just gathering together and beating on this thing like it's a dead body that's trying to come back alive.
Actually, no.
I'll keep my space.
I'm using
we
my
curb
sword of
stomp it.
wounding, PM.
What's
I
that?
curb stomp it. Okay, what'd you say?
PM. I would like to point out that I'm using my sword of wounding.
Yep.
Is it dead?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Just between the two of you, even Richard, like I imagine you fire like a crossbow bolt at it. Just all of you together just beat this thing to death basically before it can even animate.
Do I recognize the skeleton that was doing the tearing in half as one of Zordahan's?
So as you look at it, this has too much flesh. This has too much muscle.
Okay.
This is actually a prime
We've
thing.
seen our skeletons.
In inspecting it a little bit more, you realize that this would be like there's tendrils of little wisps of blight that's on this. It's like someone intentionally did this. And as you look at that skin, it's the same thing with that. There's little traces of blight that, if left unchecked, this creature may have been stronger at some point, but just started. So maybe 2 or 3 days old.
Okay, so well, I guess Worm, you touched it. And
Yes.
you probably can't get diseases or poison. So we're
No.
fine. But this is blighted. These are blighted.
Burn it with holy fire.
I don't. Oh, you have torches. Yeah, sure. Yeah, burning it would be a good idea.
All right, you
I mean, I
guys.
have green flame blade, and I'm still in my dance, so I can just burn it with my blade.
Perfect. All
I
right.
burn them all.
All right.
And a little flask of holy water, just maybe.
Just taking a
just
nip.
I'll take a little, just a little splash. Anybody
Little
else?
for you, little for the bodies, little for you.
Douse myself in it. Okay, yeah.
Nice. All right. Yeah. So as you're looking around, there's no real traces of anything else, but there is a set of footprints that goes back the way that you guys came. And it looks like they may have gone back to the road. So not really sure if
Someone came this way, this happened, and then someone left?
How fresh are those footprints? I'm gonna use my 50 million ranger abilities to ask you that question.
Yeah, so just give me a survival check.
Okay. 21.
So probably about an hour. It's
Ah,
it's fairly recent. Like whatever, the cart may have been longer, but whatever happened here with any casting of magic or anything like that, definitely like no more than an hour.
alright.
But the footprints weren't running; they were just walking.
They were just walking
They were
away.
just walking? Okay.
Someone was not using bodies responsibly.
Whoever was here within the past 60 minutes.
And I think that they blighted these bodies. Or brought them back, maybe. Animated the one. Yeah. I think we're dealing with some necromancy.
You think?
Yeah. I'm kind of an expert in it.
That would make sense with the literal living skin.
Yeah, so let's follow those footprints. Can you keep tracking those, Worm?
Yes. Quick question. Can you make skin live?
I prefer just using clean bones, but yeah, I can. Any dead body.
Whack.
I mean, Zordahan and I prefer to clean them, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, can we follow the footprints?
They do indeed lead you back to the road. And as you get to the road, you lose track of the footprints, but they looked like they were going back to town.
Okay, let's go to town.
All right, with that,
Is there anything in the cart?
Oh, yeah.
there,
I
there,
investigated the part with a 21. There was sugar.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
sugar. Yep.
so
Okay.
there's bags of sugar. I mean, you can give me another investigation if you want, because you guys weren't specifically looking through it, but you were looking at the damages and all that fun jazz.
There was.
Nope.
Can I roll?
I mean, sure, I think all of you can roll if you want.
It
Sure.
looks like
Okay.
sugar. But I don't know what sugar is.
27.
13. 13's pretty good.
Okay. So with the 27, you find a little lockbox, but you don't have a key to open the lockbox.
Wow.
But it's like yay big, so it's definitely not a bow. Let's put it that way.
Richard, can you?
Sure. What do you want?
Can you unlock it?
I can, yes. I was asking Diggity Daniel there what he wanted
Oh.
from me.
Yeah, lock picking. What you got? Either
I
dexterity
am
or if
proficient.
you have what?
I have my thieves' tools. I'm proficient in sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand with those thief tools sounds perfect to me.
Alrighty, here we go. Boop.
All right. You take 2 seconds, and by 2 seconds, I mean it's literally like 30 seconds, and you've popped this thing open. And inside is just a few coins, maybe 50 altogether, and then just this nice silver tiara with a nice ruby in the center.
Um, I can spend a little bit of time with this and figure out if it's magic. But it would take time, so maybe we get to town first.
Yeah,
It's
there
very
you go.
pretty. Oh, okay, thank you.
Well, we should probably give it back to whoever it belongs to.
I don't think they're alive anymore.
I think
Yeah, but do you think that dude was walking around wearing a tiara? He's a caravan driver.
we don't
Well,
know. It could have been the skin sack's tiara.
um, I, I I'll hold on to it for now.
All right.
Do you want to be a princess, Merlin?
Well, it's just very pretty and maybe magical, and Richard takes stuff, and that's okay when he does it.
I don't take. Well, okay,
You
I
take
take some
things?
things. I take things that need taking.
There are
Well, no
things
one
that
is
need
using
taking.
this, and it's pretty.
Yeah, but it might be somebody's.
What quantifies
Well,
needing
if
to be
someone says,
taken?
"Oh no, I'm missing my red ruby tiara. It never arrived," then maybe I can give it to them. But until I hear that, I think that um, you take stuff all the time.
I take things because people need things.
You
We
need
are not
things.
in need of anything.
But you take things for you.
I take things because I'm broke. You're not broke. You're one of the most privileged people I've ever met. Of course I take things. I'm broke. I need to eat.
But you, that's why you could stay in the tower with me and everyone and Wolf and Morgan, and then you wouldn't have to worry about being broke anymore if you stayed with us.
Well, we'll see when I get back how I'm feeling.
Are,
All
are
right.
you upset if I take this? Do you not want me to?
No, I think we have to take it. Just, I don't know, take the box too. And if we find someone that it belongs to and it doesn't belong to some rich jerk, then yeah, we should give it back. If it belongs to a rich jerk, take it. Who cares? But
Okay, okay.
All right. So I have to use the bathroom real quick. So I think now, when you guys get to town, is a good place to take a break.
Groovy!
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. Now, as we see that the adventurers have found their way to the next town on their journey, we are going to meet them back at the back at the entrance to Raven's Call. And as you guys walk into town, there's nobody on the streets.
Where
It's
are we
still
walking in from?
the left, where Richard is.
I'll add boop. Ah,
All right.
there we go.
it's spooky.
Spooky.
Yeah, this is definitely something that I apologize, Joe. You might have to change where they're seeing.
We got it. All right. Can I there so can I peek into this house? Are there windows on the houses?
There are definitely windows on the houses. Some of the houses have boards on the windows. You can see that there's nobody out on the street, but there are candles lit in some of the houses. but the only place that seems to have anything going on is you can hear voices coming from what is the tavern of this town.
Well, probably best bet is to go to the tavern. Welcome to Raven's Call. It's usually not like this.
Still not a bad town.
No, I didn't say it was bad. No, it's usually more lively. Not there's anything wrong with not being lively. And things that aren't lively can become lively. Anyway, let's go to the tavern.
It looks dead.
Right, we go. I lead them to the tavern.
All right. So, as you open the door to the tavern, everyone stops what they're doing and they're staring at you. Some people even draw swords towards you.
I'm
And
gonna take on the persona of that guy we met. Not being him, but I'm gonna do his accent and everything. Like I'm from this place. Like I'm from this area of the country.
once they see that you're not threatening in any manner, they do kind of withdraw. Um, but it definitely, like, you guys walking into there, they were not expecting whatever you are. And
Um,
Hello.
I'm Merlin. This is Richard. This is Worm and Helper. Um, we are curious as to what's going on around here.
so most of the people look absolutely exhausted. Like, you can see heavy bags under their eyes. Like, they're just all very tired people. Um, the only one that answers you is actually a young woman behind the bar, and she says, "Well, welcome to, I don't know, one of the weirdest places in the world. Maybe
Why
you
is it
found yourself right in the center."
What makes this weird?
And, like, everybody's kind of looking at you like, "Yeah, all right, they must be new because
Okay, so
they
there's
haven't
myth.
stayed."
There's
Um,
myth.
so, like, are you going to approach the barmaid, or?
Is it okay if we come in?
Oh, yeah. They were just worried because they didn't know what might come through the doors. That's all.
Sure, understood.
Oh,
And
hail. We mean
I'll
no
walk in.
harm.
Yeah, I'll go up. I'll go up to the barmaid who's talking to me.
As you approach, she starts to go on like, "Yeah, a lot of people in town have started seeing things in this fog that seems to be endless, and where it came from, let alone the fact that travelers have slowed down coming to the town. Like, the merchants we used to get, we don't get nearly as many now."
Um,
Um,
it sounds like you can use help and protection.
yeah. Um, you
Just
sound just like, oh, what what is her name? Val? That woman that came to town a month ago. Maybe, no, it must have been 2 or 3 months ago at this point. I just haven't slept well in the past. Well, and she points around, since this mist has been around.
who
Um,
was Val?
Val, you would know, is one of the people that normally is at the castle. So that may have been the missionary.
Oh,
Uh,
yes. I
but
actually know Val. Where did she go? What happened to her?
I, I don't know. People have just started disappearing from town. Everybody's afraid to go out at night because we don't know what. And I'm sorry again for everyone being, a bit standoffish, but you're new people, you're not known traders to the town, and they uh they just don't know who you are or what you're doing here. Um,
Mm,
so nobody goes out after, well, it gets darker than it is currently, um, because they're afraid whatever bumps in the night will find them. But yeah, welcome to maybe the liveliest place in town, other than maybe the church at this point. Uh, People finding themselves a lot more spiritually satisfied now than before.
Does the church happen to have a graveyard?
Uh, yeah, I think most churches do.
Okay,
Yes.
no. Um, right. Well, maybe we'll go over to the church and maybe we're pretty adventurous. So we could maybe go out at night and see what's causing this.
Listen, if if you can fix whatever's going on, like you're more than welcome to always come back and stay here. But this is getting bad. I know we can't even go to the mines to work anymore. We can't do anything for work anymore because people are so frightened of what happens. Uh, we don't want to just be gone the next day. Maybe people are just leaving the town, but we haven't heard anything back from anyone if they've left. So,
If you
power
might,
to you.
don't mind me asking, when did all this start happening?
About a month ago, um, that whenever the mist started rolling in, a couple of people came to town before then. We actually were seeing a real positive swing in things happening, like more merchants coming, and suddenly the fog rolls in one day, and day after day, more and more people are just not showing up to work, not going places, and I don't know, maybe they're stuck in their houses, but we just don't even we don't know. Um, and one of the days, Billy over here swears that he saw just a creature, and it was there. It had a big great axe, and as soon as he turned, as soon as he saw it, he turned tail and he ran. But I don't I don't blame him if something actually is out there killing people instead. I don't blame him at all.
Do you know if anyone would have seen this Val character?
I mean, she hung around a lot at the temple, went around to people, anyone who had someone die near them. Real weird type of person, but kept talking about um, recycling the earth or something like that, recycling the land. Um,
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't have dead people here. I'm not someone she probably wanted to talk to. Um, that's but I did see her face once in a while. Like she would come and talk to people if they were, you know, uh, staring at the bottom of a bottle after someone passed near them.
Yeah.
But even that was a little, maybe a couple days after the mist rolled in, that I stopped seeing her. So maybe maybe more people, maybe she's got more business and more people are dying up at the church. I don't know.
To the church, then, folks.
Sounds good.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much for your trouble.
Yeah, it, be safe.
Church sounds doable.
All
Right, we
right.
head to the church.
We go to the church.
So as you guys start heading towards the church, everyone please let me know what your passive perception is this time. How's that?
18.
10.
16. No, yeah, 16.
Okay,
Wait.
so 16,
Do
16
I
and
beat out Cody in passive perception? No.
This time you do. So both Richard and Worm, you notice that there are, like, after hearing that story, you're looking around, and some of the stalls that normally you might put like a tarp or something over them to cover them for the night, but they're tarped in the middle of the day. Some of them aren't even tarped, they're just open. And what would be there for sell, like apples or anything like that, there's a lot of just rotten fruit now. And as you make your way up to the church, you do hear voices coming from the church. Doesn't get any lighter, and the fog does not change. So you guys just get to the door of the church.
Mm-hmm. I'll knock.
So you knock, and you hear the singing. At this point, you can tell that they are singing. They're trying to praise whatever deity this may be for, and you just hear a little creak, and the door has like a little eye hole for it, and they look out and they see you. Yes.
How dark is it? Do they see me?
They might not actually see you. Yes.
So I'm not thinking that they can not see me. So I was like, hello. They can't see me. They hear your voice.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, you can't see me. Oh, Richard, you go.
I believe W.Y.R.M was going to say something.
We are travelers. Come to help and find a person. Have you seen...
Are you priests? Because
Kind
we
of.
need priests in this town more than anything.
Well, hello there. The name's Father Montgomery. Yeah, hello.
You're a priest?
Well, yes, I am, sir. Thank you for asking. My name's Father Montgomery, a traveling priest, a preacher of sorts, yes.
What?
This is Naephid's dad, that's why.
Are you, did someone send you here? Like, did any of our messages get out?
Well, unfortunately, it wasn't a message that brought me, but divine intervention.
Praise the gods. And you hear, like, an unlocking of the door, and they slowly open the door for you.
Well, thank you very much.
I become visible as I walk in.
My two compatriots will be joining me. Don't worry about the one who is invisible. She does that from time to time.
Sorry, I can't
As soon
really
as
help
the
it.
door, as soon as the door opens, like, she doesn't know that you're invisible, because as soon as the door opens, light is on you.
Okay.
So as she's opening the door, you're just visible.
Hi.
And hi, get in quick.
Yes. Okay.
And she proceeds to close the door, latches it, locks it. Okay. And you hear singing still going on. There's probably about 25, 30 people at this point. A good majority of, or a good half of, like, what the town might be is in here just singing and praising. And she starts talking to you. Hi, I'm Priestess Blemish. I'm here to help guide anyone who wants salvation, but I don't know. I'm reluctant to have people leave the church. Some of my flock haven't come back, and I'm starting to worry about them. But I get the I get the weird feelings when I go outside.
I completely understand why. Now, I hate to sort of rush the business of the good lords and lordesses, but I did hear from beyond a certain name of an individual that might be here that could help me in my divine interviews.
if there's any way I can help you, let me know. Um, what is
Merlin,
their name?
what was the person's name who we're looking for?
Val?
Oh, the weird one, the one that always trying to get the dead. Um, yeah, yeah. I haven't seen her in at least 3 weeks.
Where did she go? Or when did she go? I mean, she went 3 weeks ago, but like, did she go out at night?
Yeah, one of the most fearless people I've ever seen, actually. Um, like we had some crazed creature not too long ago come through and she put it down. It's like a bear, but not quite a bear, and had no fear. But that was 2 months ago at this point. Um, but I haven't seen her, but I would assume that maybe she could take care of herself, but maybe not. I don't know.
Anyone that would have seen her would be able to direct us to perhaps a place she had resided previously.
Do you know where she was heading when she left? Where she was going? What her aim was?
Uh, no, she was. I, she mentioned something about going door to door to see if people were okay. Um, I think she was more looking to see if people had died. Um, she kind of struck me as odd. Never really cared for people until someone in their immediate circle passed on, and then she was always interested in them. Kind of weird. Um,
Very weird. How strange.
You're saying she went door to door 3 weeks ago in such a small town as this. You believe if she did disappear, that someone would have come forward by now to discuss this.
if they, it, well, if they were brave enough to go outside, or if they knew anything, maybe. Um,
Do you know where she stayed in town?
uh, mostly at the tavern, but then, then I think there's a group of people that came into town not too long before the mist, and I don't know. She hung out with them for a little bit, and then that was that was it. I maybe she went to go check on them. Maybe
What
that's where she is.
what
Yeah,
were
let's talk about that. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go
what were
ahead.
the people like?
Ah, kind of kind of odd. Um, like they always had these weird cloaks on all the time. I don't know. Somewhat rumors said that they might have been cultists of some type, but I talked to them before, and they seemed like a normal person, just a little bit off. That's all. Um,
What was off about them?
just everything. I mean, their language was a bit weird, which you know you get traders all the time. That's not a big deal. That's something that doesn't strike you, but it was some of the words that they used were just oh, I haven't heard them in a long time. Like not really they're not hip as the kids might say today. I don't know. It's kind of odd.
So they were using older words when they spoke common, and they spoke in a different language that wasn't common.
Uh no, they spoke common fine. Like but yeah, they did use older words. It just I don't know. It's just kind of odd. That's all.
What did they look like?
Um kind of pale fellows. Uh
Pale like me, pale?
in um you're not really pale. You have you have like the shadow touch to you. Um,
So they weren't shadow touched.
no, 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 no. Um, odd, just odd people. That's all. I think they were just normal humans like you or I, just kind of weird.
Where might we find these fine folk, or the oddities that they be?
Uh, um, well, they bought. This might be kind of weird. They bought an old house that used to belong to some magic user hundreds of years ago, but it's been dormant for as long as I can remember. But the taxes are always paid, so the city hasn't said anything, and I never see anyone there. But they moved in. Maybe they bought the place. Maybe they're distant relatives. But that's where they're a bit north of here. If you go back to town and you go exactly the opposite way past the fountain and past the trading bazaar, like you'll eventually go up to the hill that has that house.
Well, now I do indeed want to help you immediately, and I believe that our friend that we are looking for is someone who has been divined to be someone that can help us out. So we're gonna mosey on up, try to locate her, and we'll be back on through in just a little while.
All right, all right. Well, if there's anything I can do to help, let me know. I Most of us are staying here tonight, I think. They say safety in numbers, right?
Mm. And if you need more safety or more numbers, we can talk about that later. But we can talk about that too.
I mean, if you've got an army that you can pull out of your back pocket. Um,
Not exactly pull out of my back pocket. But we can talk about that later.
One person of faith is sometimes referred to as an army of one. So you just keep on being strong, okay?
But you also have untapped potential that we can tap into.
That's right. You as an
okay,
individual have
okay.
untapped potential.
Uh, I don't know what that means, but okay,
We'll talk about it when I get back.
Get off of
That can be
okay,
your that can be your thank you.
okay. Uh, well, good luck, have fun. Um, yeah, stay safe out there. Whatever this is, I would suggest you just leave town because some of us are trying to pull together the money to just get a caravan to take us. So,
Well, you know what? I happen to have right here in my possession 347,000 gold. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'll empty the. I'll give some money. I'll give some money here. Well, I'll do what I can. Here you go.
thank you. Yeah, this will help the next merchant that comes through town. Like we'll try and tag along with them. And I I hate to abandon the church, but this has gone on way too long.
A
Well,
church is a place. No, I'm sorry. That's not what I meant. A church is the people, not the place.
Yes,
but
very wise.
we might be able to work something out so that you can stay. So just keep in mind how much you love this place.
I mean, if you're an army of one, you should be covered.
But we can make more armies of one. We can make a bunch of ones into a bigger army of many ones.
So if all of these people really believe they can all become an army,
Let's go. Let's go check on the house, and then we'll talk about potential.
You you folks might fit right in with whoever came into town. That okay.
we gotta talk about this religion thing, man. That's so cool.
I mean, you don't. You. I guess are we walking out at this
I
point?
think we
Yeah,
are.
pleasure to meet you. Let's get on here.
Yeah. You don't need like I mean, you can talk to or you can work with the gods of the world, but there's also a lot of great things that just ordinary people can do through study and practice and mentorship and the proper resources.
Richard, I did not know that you were also a church guy.
Yeah, my father was a priest.
Ah.
Yep, and so were two of my brothers and one of my sisters.
And you are too?
Let's just say I was the black sheep of the family.
You're not
But that's
a
that's not
sheep.
a bad thing.
No, my hands were a little bit too quick with the offering plates. So no, not exactly.
So let's yeah, we had as we were
Okay.
starting this conversation, we had
Yeah.
we had North.
So you guys pass through town once again. Still same thing. There's market stalls that just are empty. Um, a couple of houses that are just not lit up at all on the inside, and some that are. As you make yourselves, as you make your way, you can see that there is an old stone house that sits a little bit up on a cliffside.
Is
And
it this
you
one?
look, and it's like, what's that?
Is it
No,
this
it's not
one?
on the map.
Oh, it's not on the
It's,
map.
yeah, it's not on the
No,
map.
it's not on the map.
Alright.
We
Uh,
headed north from the fountain.
Well,
yeah.
great, because
So
our viewers just got a beautiful geocache or like geoguesser style zoomy inny outie.
nice. Um, yeah, you guys go up towards. Do you approach it stealthily? Do
Yeah.
you
Can
just
I
Yes.
walk
wipe the
right
mud
up?
off myself?
If you guys are approaching stealthily, please roll stealth for me.
I
If not, you don't
I
have
want to
to.
be stealthy. I want to try. Wasn't stealthy last time.
That's a 2, but I still got a 14.
21.
You give me one more level, would have had reliable talent. Could have been nothing left of the 22. Daniel.
16.
Oh my god.
I'm so
Oh.
stealthy now. You can't see me. You can't hear me.
You win
So
some,
as
you lose some.
you start approaching the house, you do hear muffled voices coming from inside. As you approach up to the door, are you gonna listen in?
Yes.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. As I recall, there was Richard noticed there was a like a little entryway that he could poke his head in and actually see what was going on inside.
Yeah, so there's a section of the wall that has just crumbled over the years that no one repaired, and Richard found his way to that before you two noticed. So inside, Richard, you hear two voices talking, and one of them says, "I told you it was a bad idea to get rid of him. If we had done this quietly, we had just stayed, maybe she would have just poked around at the dead people and we wouldn't have had to worry about it. But, once we started going after the merchants during the day, that's it. She started to get nosy. Now we have to get rid of that body too. When are we going to stop?" And the other voice is a more masculine voice saying, "Listen, listen. Lord Strahd was very, very particular that we get as many followers as we could when we got here. Whatever that stuff is that they have, that black goo, It is phenomenal. Um, it's at this point, you can't see them. Never mind, you can hear them.
No, he said that
But
he could see. He said that, as I recall, he could see them.
he could poke his head in. It is dark.
How
Oh,
many
Are
are
you?
there?
You guess two from the voices.
Okay, I did listen to them and kind of sussed out there were two of them, and that seemed to be about a minute, right?
Yep.
About a minute of listening. Okay, for those two individuals, I would like to know how how powerful they are.
Powerful.
isn't it like compared to us? Like if they're more or less powerful than us? Is that how that
Is
works?
it? I think it's. Are they like? Yeah, I think it is one trait or two traits.
Yeah. Yeah, so
So
I compared to us, so I can see are they better? Are they more powerful than? I mean, well, we're all the same kind of. I'm
you
definitely
have
the
to
weakest member, but
distinguish. Yeah, you have to distinguish what you mean though by power. Do you mean by level or
Yeah,
by?
level of challenge
sure,
rating.
sure, yeah. Let's
Yeah,
challenge
Okay.
rating
level.
level. Well, it's class levels, if any. You could just compare challenge
Um,
rating if you wanted to.
Listening to them, you would suspect they aren't that strong. Clearly, there's an upper rank type of group, but you would say probably weaker than you guys
Okay,
level one.
Let's go punch him.
Just go beat them up.
I want
I'll
me
poke my head back
bone
out.
daddy.
Let's go along. Hey, I think they killed our friend, and they're the ones that are causing trouble around here. But I don't know if they're causing the mist.
Well,
Let's do it.
should we question them or should we kill them?
Whoa, killing? That's pretty. Question.
We could
Question.
question and or knock them out.
We could do that.
How
It's just
knocking them out?
that's fine.
I mean, do we really need more dead bodies? Nah.
Yes, no, we do. That's kind of the
I
whole point
agree.
of us coming here. Kind of
Killing's
the whole
so
point of us
extreme.
coming here is that we need more dead bodies.
I mean,
But not, these two are alive.
but like, is he always right though?
Yeah, in my history with him, yes.
Hmm.
Anyway, let's go question them, and maybe they can lead us to more dead bodies. Maybe we can recycle Vess. Vess, I'm saying Vess now. Val, sorry, Vess. Vess is in the chat. Maybe we can recycle Val. If they know where Val's dead body is, we can recycle Val.
I'm gonna sneak back into my perch away while they're going into questioning, so that I have an element of surprise. If the questioning goes badly, I'll pop out and go, now it's time to my questions. Okay, that's fine.
I walk in the front door and go, "Hail and well met."
Okay. As you burst into the door, let me plop this back over here.
God damn it.
As you burst into the door, you're staring at two people who are clearly having like a confrontation. It's these two,
Uh-huh.
but then the third one is just sitting in the back and just watching. And it's one of those situations where, hi guys. And
I am
as you
Worm.
and they all kind of look at you like, what?
I
And
am.
you
I
can
am.
see because it is dark, but you have dark vision, I'm assuming, right?
I can see
I have
basically.
superior
I can
dark
see in
vision. I'm
everything.
gonna keep myself stealth and invisible, but still where I can look in.
I can see in
Oh,
everything, including they
yeah.
can't blind me. Also, yes, so I can see.
Okay. So you notice that these people are very thin, very gaunt, and behind them seem to be like just these meat hook bodies, like just bodies hanging.
Those are skin sacks.
And everybody roll initiative.
Have a conversation.
You kicked in the door.
I did
They
not
look-
kick in the door. I opened it and said, "Hail and well met."
They don't even know that Richard and Merlin are there. They just see this machine
Yeah,
walk in.
I
Yeah,
am a robot.
that is very true. They do not see the two of you.
Can you get the initiative tracker up before I click so that I do
Yes.
not have to
Sorry.
double click? Thank you.
I'll click again.
Hey, finally something good.
Oh, sorry.
I'm not used to
All right.
rolling good initiative.
Great. You can change that to 16. So you
Thank you.
that. And I advance. No. Why? Whatever. Yeah, notes, details. This is so weird. I do not understand this.
We're gonna bring down a holy reckoning upon these ne'er-dwells.
Yeah.
I mean, I am a monk.
So going to
We can't
do-
stop Joe from multi-classing. They just gotta do it.
I just gotta be a monk.
It's worth it.
I get to punch things a lot harder because I have 3 levels of monk, okay?
There we go. A strong robot boy.
He do be punchy. He's rock'em sock'em.
So you guys actually all go first. So the first one up is actually Richard.
Okay. Time for some razzle dazzle. I see these people probably trying to grab some weapons of the sort or something.
Oh yeah. One of them definitely pulls out, like, they definitely pull out a sword.
And it's just these 3. Boop-a-doo, boop-a-doo. Okay, I'm already hidden. I'll hold my action if they try to hit my robot friend. I will pew from the shadows and try not to kill anybody, but gotta help my friend. So
Let me retcon that. They do not have swords. They have claws.
I have claws.
oh, they people. It kind of changes things. Okay. If they launch out claws, this is so much more dangerous than I thought coming in. So I'll be like, oh, I really trusted my assessment before, but I'll launch an attack at this one here. From the shadows, I just hit the. I have advantage. 14 hit.
Oof. 14 does not hit.
That doesn't matter because I will use my bonus action to hide. They do not know where I am. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
It goes right over everyone's head. No one's the wiser. Or if you want to roll me a stealth check, technically that would probably be more appropriate. Oh yeah. Yeah, no. All right. Next up would be Merlin. So you see these figures and they have claws.
Alright, and this one looks like a big bad boss guy? Or this
No,
one?
they're all just people, but they have claws, and their eyes seem to be more red than anything else.
Well, I don't really have anything good ranged right now. So let's dance. I'm gonna go into my blade dance. And I'm gonna run in here. And I'm gonna take some attacks. Let's just go to standard attacks for now. Actually, is it a bonus action to enter my dance?
Yes.
Yeah, use a bonus action to enter the dance. Okay, so I will enter my dance. And let's take 2 attacks first with green flame blade. 25 hit.
25 will hit.
Alright, so 21 points of damage. No green flame blade.
All right.
12 probably doesn't hit.
12 does not hit. So 25 damage.
Yes. No, not
And
25
that's
damage. No, the 9 plus 12 is 21.
21 damage. Okay.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
that's me.
Cool. Joe,
Yeah.
I believe it's Worm next.
Uh-huh.
They did not roll.
I'm gonna walk in further and go, "Hello. I have been asked to talk with you. But you don't want to talk. So let's fight." And I do get advantage, so I'm gonna punch once on this dude. And then I'm gonna punch this dude.
So you're punching the one next to Merlin first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then the other one. So the 19 will hit.
Okay. Sorry, I have to hit it again. Boom. That's a crit.
The crit will hit.
Okay.
Painful. Oh, not nearly as well as I thought.
And yeah, I'm just gonna. I'm right up in there, hoping that I've aggroed them enough that they will all attack me and not Merlin.
I see. So now they did not see Richard. They completely missed that.
Mhm.
The one closest to Merlin hurt more. So we are going to do is okay. I'm just gonna do why not the attack roll? Cannot. Okay. I need to get better at using Roll20. Anyways, so we are going to roll a d20. Never mind.
Nat 20 will hit. Nat 20 will hit.
I think the nat 20 hits Dungeon Master.
Yeah, I think so.
Invisible?
I'm not invisible. Is it dark in here? Is it dark in here? Are there any lights?
They do have
If
vision,
it is
so they
dark
would
in
not
here,
be lights.
what? There are not lights. So do they have? And yeah.
They're
So even if
not
I have dark
lights.
vision, I am invisible. So
So
that is
it'd be
what?
it is
That's
disadvantage.
disadvantage. Thank you, friends.
Yeah.
That will not
So
hit.
that'll miss.
Yes.
All right.
Come on,
Well,
hit
I'm gonna
me.
try again. Can't seem to hit you while you're in the dark.
Yes.
So then this one will go down to the robot-looking thing.
Yeah.
Does nope, that's not gonna hit. All right, that's not gonna hit
No.
either.
Well, but you're invisible, right? These things are weaker than us.
Yeah.
This one's going to get behind you.
Cool.
There we go.
So
That's still
a
not gonna
21's going to hit, right?
Yeah, that's
21
not with the
will hit,
modifier.
yeah. And I now have a +4 bonus to my AC if he smacks again.
But yeah.
But yes, the first
So
one.
you take 8 points of damage from the first one.
That's fine.
That's the first strike that's hit, and that one won't hit. So they're
He
all
has advantage for flanking, right?
yeah, technically. It's still not gonna
It
hit.
would have to be a
I will-
23.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is their turn. They definitely are now frustrated. Like, who are you? Why are you in here? And they're just trying to pelt you guys with attacks.
I would like to ask you questions. But you don't want a question.
I will. I will, having listened to them for a minute, call from the darkness. I will say, sounding like one of them, just Just answer their questions. They want to know about that dead girl.
And actually, DM, as Merlin recalls, when Richard was outside the window, he found goggles of night vision. So he can see now. And they don't require attunement. Goggles of night vision do not require attunement.
You do find the goggles of night vision, but you can't attune to them.
They don't require attunement.
Don't they?
I will look this up on D&D Beyond right now, but I'm pretty sure that goggles of night vision do not require attunement.
It would be a weird thing, but I could see it.
Uncommon. You have dark vision out to a range of 60 feet.
Critical roll.
I got it up right here.
They do not require attunement.
Don't require attunement.
They do not require attunement.
All right, Richard, you look down and you just see these goggles on the ground.
Oh.
You don't know what they
I always
but...
don't trust. I always trust magic things that fall in front of me.
That's weird. I would not suggest that to any viewer at home.
Yes, viewers at home, please do not try to eat and or wear anything that you find on the ground.
Goggles of night are so cute. They look like little owl eyes, you guys. You can trust those. Anyway.
Richard recognizes them. He's stolen these before. Oh boy, goggles of night. He puts them on his head. He now could see. He still does that thing where he tries to convince them to give themselves up. But also, boom. That's excellent. That guy can hear me, so I will give W.Y.R.M help on W.Y.R.M's attack on them if they continue fighting. By snapping out my whip and knocking a piece of the wall off behind the guy, distracting him, but still trying to convince them, hey, answer the questions about the dead girl. That's all they want to know. Good.
Does that mean I get double advantage?
There's no such thing.
Just get regular advantage.
Darn.
All right. Well, Merlin, I guess it's your turn.
I'm gonna keep dancing in the dark. So, first attack. Oh, that's not gonna hit. Alright. Second attack. That hits, but it doesn't have green flame blade because he's out in the first one. 14 points of damage.
Okay. And this one cannot regenerate because of that, right?
Correct.
All right. So,
And
is that
is my turn.
all right? W.Y.R.M.
Okay, I'm gonna
What
punch.
you doing?
I'm gonna punch him. I'm gonna punch him real hard.
Okay. Okay. Give me that real hard.
That doesn't probably
That is
hit.
not real hard.
No. It's 25.
That is real hard.
Alright. So I'm gonna punch this one who actually landed a hit on me. Because the other one didn't hit me and so therefore is weak. 8.
8 points. Okay. Okay.
And then I'm going to use Fury of Blows and do another 2 attacks.
Whack. Give me them whack.
So whack of a 19 and a whack of a 28.
Both will hit.
Great. I'm gonna do it on the same one who actually smacked me.
So this guy.
Yeah.
Cool. 8.
And a 10.
So 18.
Yeah, 18 plus 8.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm smacking him. And they are magical attacks.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. All right. It is now these.
Oh, and I said I
say,
really would like to ask you questions.
But we really need to ask only one of you questions so we can kill the other 2 and whatever the last one standing is can answer our questions.
Can I ask you questions and not punch you after punching him a lot?
That's very nice because I
Think-
believe that your dead bodies are more useful to us than your living ones, and I would just leave one of you alive and kill
They
the other
can't
two.
see you. Why are you talking?
I think as annoying as you may be,
Yeah.
can't tell where you are.
Yeah, that's
So
fair.
he's going to walk away from you, so you have an attack of opportunity.
Okay. I will. Yeah, if they're not gonna attack me this round, then I'll use my reaction for that. Nope,
Hit me.
doesn't hit.
Hit me.
All right. So, first of all, you all notice that the only one that does not heal a little bit is the one that Merlin was attacking. But all the other ones end up healing a little bit.
Cool.
The original one you struck looks like he's perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
This one looks perfectly fine now, and then this one started to regenerate a bit.
Okay.
And they go and swing at you. This is... Just want to use your attacks. Why do you do this to me, Roll20? Why do you make it all difficult? So, we got at least a 20.
20 will hit, 12 won't, 11 won't.
Well, they're adding this. That's without the modifier.
Oh.
Yeah, that's without the modifier. So the 20 will definitely hit.
After that, my armor class goes up to 23. So after that, 20.
So it's... Does that hit? That hits. Okay, so the first strike is a natural 20, so that one will definitely hit. I think... Yeah, it's going to be...
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not what I want. And then... Okay, so you take... Alright, I'm just gonna double the damage of the dice roll. So 10 points as it bites into a section that is wood on you. It will actually rip a chunk of you, so 10 points of piercing, or... Sorry.
Wait, what ligament is it ripping
7.
off? Because depending on how much
Oh,
it
it's-
rips off, I would lose.
It's just biting.
Okay.
So it's biting at you, and it gets 7 points of regular piercing, along with 24 points of necrotic damage. And then once it realizes that you're not human,
Yeah, necrotic damage doesn't work, does it?
It does. It's poison that you're
It's poison,
you're
yeah.
resistant to.
Yeah.
the second one that hits you does 8 points with its claws.
Okay. So how many was
And-
that total?
That was
I have to math this
4
one.
plus 7, 31 plus
Okay.
8, 39.
Okay. Oh shit.
That's our one for the stream.
Oh.
Yeah. But that's it. The vampires are out of stuff to do.
Great.
That means it's Richard's turn. GM, make can you make Worm huge, please?
Can I make Worm huge?
Can you make
I
Worm
never
huge,
thought
please?
you'd make sense. Or make... I never thought you'd ask me that.
Wait.
Worm,
Yeah.
Worm, you now have 81 temporary hit points stacked on top of yours, and you are an elder giant lizard. You have dark vision, and I'll send you the stat block in just a moment. You're the third in the list.
Do my tattoos still stay?
I think your stat block is completely replaced by the lizard.
Yeah, you are entirely if it's a polymorph, then you are entirely using the lizard stats. None of your own.
Okay.
I'll send it to you in just a moment, Joe.
Thank you.
Then I'll use my bonus action to help, because this time it'll make sense to help. But
Yeah.
This one and this one over here. But I think you'll be pleased.
Lizard.
Do you want me to take my turn while that's done?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna step up here. And now I have advantage. Green flame blade for the first attack. But a 15 probably doesn't hit.
15 will actually hit.
Nice. Alright, so 16 points of damage.
Okay.
And
That's
then,
the one that you've been beating on this whole time.
yeah. One more attack. 17. And
That's it.
12 points of damage.
What is the D8? Why is there an extra D8?
The weapon?
What?
The weapon.
It's 3 piercing, and then
Yeah.
oh,
So the 3
because of
piercing
the
is from the rapier of
yeah,
wounding, right? That's extra from the.
yep. I got you now. I was like, what is that from? Okay. Yeah, I completely forgot about the other benefits that weapon. I cannot believe that's a rare item. That does not make. Okay. Do you do anything else?
I'm good.
I see. Okay. So this vampire, realizing that it's not actually regenerating, he is
We got
going
It's my turn.
he is
Worm.
going to
I'm a worm.
Worm. We gotta let Worm go.
oh, we do have Worm. Yes, Worm. Do the thing, Worm.
What can
Or-
worm do?
Check our channel.
I can do that on my
Oh.
phone. Quick. Give me a second. Thank you.
My bad.
Oh my god.
All good.
You can multi-attack once with your bite and once with
Plus
your
8.
tail.
Okay, I'm a bite the one that ain't healing, and I'm a tail smack the one that ain't healing.
So roll a d20 plus 8.
Uh-huh.
Twice.
D20.
You got
Yeah.
advantage on both of them.
So D20. Nope.
Got advantage.
Nope.
Huh?
The 17 would hit.
Yeah, 17 plus 8.
So the tail.
6 plus 8 would hit if. Oh no, you said 15 hits, not 14. Never mind.
2d8 plus 5.
Okay, thank
And
you.
it's grappled.
Plus 5, and it is grappled.
So 18.
It's in my tail. It's a good tail. I'm like a snake.
Okay, so 18 points. Yeah.
18 points of damage to the one that can be damaged.
It is, tail damage is bludgeoning.
It looks rough.
And it's in my tail.
Wait, this was the tail attack, so it says, if the target is a creature, it must succeed on a DC 16 strength saving throw or be knocked prone. The grapple attack is only from the bite.
Oh, okay, never mind. Knock it prone.
So you will roll a strength saving throw for the vampire.
Whoops. Yep, I see.
Hold on, I'm just making sure that it's not dead.
What color is the lizard?
I'll get you a picture.
Is it red
It can be.
or purple?
That is perfectly enough to knock it out.
Yay.
So that one,
It's ours now.
let's see.
I knock it out. And
And it cannot regenerate.
and hiss at it.
All right. Yeah. That's what I can do. Okay. So in doing that, I think they realize the threat that you guys make, but they do realize that there's a caster now.
There's a caster. What? No, I'm not. Get out of here.
Yeah, so let's see. That one's there. 5, 10, 15, 30. So that one, I can't get quite to Richard. Um, so it will use its action to dash,
Does
meaning
the
you do
lizard
have
get
an,
attack of
an
opportunity?
opportunity. Yes,
Oh, worm
uh,
does?
Worm
Yeah,
does.
you can take
Yes.
Okay.
a
Lizard
bite.
boy.
You can take a bite or a tail. If you take a bite, there's a chance it'll be grappled and then it won't be able to move.
Yeah, I'm a nibble it.
So
And I have
D20
advantage, right?
Why would you have advantage?
Not on
No.
this one, no.
No, okay. So I do not. Do I nibble it?
23.
No, that's a
That's a
D20 plus 8. That's a
Right.
that's a
9.
15 plus
That's a
8.
17.
No,
I thought I
just
rolled-
above.
Didn't I
They
roll a
rolled
9?
twice.
Yeah,
I rolled a 9.
What's this one above it? There's a 15 above it.
that was
Nah, it
from
doesn't matter.
That's not
that was from
me.
the last attack.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I rolled a
That,
9 plus 8.
So it's a 17, which still hits.
Oh, okay. So then I roll
Yes.
3d10 plus 5.
And the target is
Okay.
grappled.
21
Okay.
plus 5, and it's in my Nashers. Yum, yum.
Yes, so it tries to get there. It would get there and then can't do that. See. So then this one, oh, this one. 25. Hello. Hello, mister. Yeah, if that one's grappled, it's restrained. It can't really do anything. So
It
it's
can,
going,
yeah.
yeah. So this one's going to go for Richard. How about a
It can
bite
use it.
attack?
It can use its action to make a
Oh,
check to escape the grapple.
12 does not hit.
12 does not hit. All right. 14.
Oh no, I'm a spindly boy. AC 16. No. Padded leather armor came in handy.
Can't- It just can't do it.
Or
They're
set it.
feeling pathetic at this point. All right. The spawn, that's a dex save, correct?
How do you escape a grapple? Is it dex or
y-
is it acrobatics?
Either. It's a choice.
Right. So
So
the
that one,
DC is 16.
does that say at the end of its turn? No, it can
No, it's
just do
just
that as an
No,
action.
it's an action. It's an action to escape the grapple.
Oh. Well,
So it
then it would proceed to get away from you. And instead of trying to go after Richard, it's going to go and crawl up the wall away from your reach. It's
that's no fun.
probably
Did
like,
this guy pass
actually,
through a
you're
wall to
huge.
get to Richard? How did
No, you're huge. You can reach it because it doesn't have enough speed.
Let me chomp it.
it's not your turn?
Um,
You need to wait to eat.
yeah,
Feeling
so
stirred.
now it would
This
be
is the
Richard's
one
turn.
time I can taste flavor.
Now it's Richard's turn.
Richard's turn. Richard will yes. Richard will thwap the whip up at this guy's face. And do that with 27. Does that hit?
27 will hit. Yeah.
Just 7. I don't have advantage, so just 7. Ignore the 12. I have mobile and I have boots, winged boots, so I'm out. 40 feet diagonal this way. So
You're going
Pythagorean
up.
theorem.
You're going up and over.
10, 15, 20. Yeah. So I'm up 20 and I'm over 20.
I see. All right.
That's it.
So next up would be Merlin then.
Alright, so if this guy is
Bonus
up
action on
here-
this guy. This guy. Bonus action. Help. There you go. Whoever wants to hit him gets advantage.
So
If you want
this
to.
Guy is up here, so he's out of Merlin's reach, right?
Yeah, this guy would be out of your reach.
But I can also walk underneath him without provoking attack of opportunity then, because he can't reach me.
And
Yes.
because I am giant, you can stand in the same space as me because you're smaller than me.
Right, so I'm gonna, well, I don't need to. So I'm going to go over here because I have 40 feet of movement when I'm dancing. And I'm going to take my attacks on this poor sucker. Alright. So, first attack. No advantage. Such a shame. First attack.
That'll
25
hit.
to hit. 18 points of damage. Second attack.
Okay.
25 to hit. 9 points of damage.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
That's it.
Worm.
I chomp him.
You chomp at this dude?
Specifically that dude, yeah.
Oh yeah, that 18 would hit.
Great. So
Both of them
that's...
hit, I think.
I think so, yeah.
I didn't expect a +8 lizard thing to come out of nowhere.
3d10.
That's great.
So you need to make a
21.
So he's grappled.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then 21 points of damage plus 5, so 26 points of damage.
Now you can't take a tail attack on someone who is grappled by you, but you can take your tail attack on this sucker and just kind of, you know, slam him down, make him lose some death saves if he's taking death saves.
Yeah. I'm a smack. Do I get advantage because he's knocked out and can't move?
You get advantage on a prone creature who is next to you.
Great.
Yeah, it's called a coup de grace. So you would just automatically hit. It's just
You
whether
don't
or not.
automatically hit. You still have to roll to hit, but you get advantage, and if you hit, it's an automatic crit.
I think that depends on the table. But okay. I think I hit it anyway, and
You didn't roll a d20. You rolled. Oh wait, you did. You did d20. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that hits. And then it's if they're
2d8.
so you don't roll damage.
Excuse
You
me,
don't roll
Kate.
damage if they're down. You do they fail to.
Let's back up here. Diggity Daniels running this parade.
Hey Daniel, what am I doing?
Me.
Kate, so God help me, I can mute you.
How do you want to kill him?
Okay. I just give him a love tap with the tail.
Just a little point.
You know, just a little with the tail, and he can die.
Yeah.
He can die. He has permission to die.
He has my permission to die. He has the permission of the almighty giant worm to die.
Okay. Is that everything?
Yes. Wait, one really, really weird question.
Yeah.
Because Worm is now a elder giant lizard, is this the first time they can taste something?
Aww.
I guess, yeah.
So their
It
first
tastes pretty bad.
Okay. Their first
It's
meal
everything
is
you
vampire.
expected dead bodies to taste like.
I don't think Worm is very I think this is turning Worm off from people eating in general.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. So, is that everything?
Yeah.
First guy's gonna try and get out of your grapple. That's not gonna do it.
No.
So he is still restrained.
Chomp
The
chomp.
second one is going to use his action to disengage. And he's going to crawl up the building away from you.
Boo!
So effectively, he's gone. Or at least out of your reach for right now.
Yeah.
And that's it. This one's restrained. He can attack with disadvantage, right?
If he uses action to try... Oh, we got 2 attacks? Go ahead, baby. Disadvantage.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I dare you.
You like... Yeah, he's gonna bite at you. Does a 19 hit the Elder Worm?
Yeah.
All right. So 6 plus 5.
11. Okay.
All right, and he receives 11 health. Yay!
Don't like that.
It's okay. I can chomp.
You can chomp.
I can chomp.
It is now Richard's turn.
I'll ask Merlin, are we chasing down the other one, or?
I mean, can you? I can't fly
Yes.
today. Oh yeah, then go get him.
All right. I'll go 40 feet in his direction. How do I find him?
Because you'd have to go down to get back to the hole,
Uh-huh.
you can see him, but you're not within reach even with the whip.
Okay. Bonus action. Double my speed. Do I see him now?
You can get right next to him at this point.
Okay, I don't want to stand next to him, obviously, but I want to sort of throw the whip out and say, look, I don't even want to hurt you. I just want to know about the woman you murdered. And I will use my action. I'll move, try to get in front of where he's running, and then I'll use my action to dodge. So I'll be ready if he tries to strike at me. That's it.
Okay.
Smooth.
Is that everything? I think Merlin is next.
I'm going to be using non-lethal damage.
You
So
do not have that option.
I
I
have
will warn you, the sword cannot choose not to.
it's piercing damage.
The sword cannot.
Kate.
The sword wants
Your
blood.
sword specifically cannot.
You can't
Okay,
do that with a
alright,
sword
alright,
that
that's
literally saps health.
Well, it
Alright,
prevents them from regenerating.
I'm gonna trust that that Richard can get this other guy back, and I'm gonna try to kill this one.
No, you can ask it questions. It's in my mouth.
Fine. But I'm dancing. I'm gonna spoil the dance.
It's in
I'm
my
gonna.
mouth.
How bad is it? Does he look bad? Does he look bad? Bloodied.
He looks fairly bad.
Like, is he like 2 of my hits and he's gonna die?
That depends on how hard you hit.
All right, I'm gonna hit him at least once and then see. Well, and then I'll assess the situation. I'll reassess after I hit once. So I have advantage because he's restrained, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he is still up in the air.
You could grapple him down low. Grapple him and bring
Yeah,
him
you
to the
could
ground.
pull him down low.
Grapple and bring him to the ground so I can hit him.
Worm would probably be dancing with it.
Please bring. I'm gonna be like, Worm, can you bring him down so that I can slash? I love that. But if you don't want me to slash you and sap your life away, much like you have the ability to do, then you can answer some questions instead. Up to you. I can stop slashing, and Worm can stop gnawing if you answer questions.
So because he's restrained, he will respond to you. There's nothing you can do that won't be worse than what Strahd would do to me.
Oh, so you're working for Strahd. All right, where's Strahd right now?
And he spits at you.
Worm, bring him down. I'm gonna kill him.
Can I chomp?
Wait, I didn't get to. Oh.
Okay, yeah.
Can I hold my action? Can I hold in my action for Worm to bring him low enough that I can hit him?
I mean, I guess you kind of responding is like that time you would hold. But yeah, I guess I could say.
Would bringing him low be an action, or would that be a response? I could also
Nah,
swing him
it's
low.
just it would just be you doing it as part of because you're. I mean, I guess it'd be opposed grapple checks.
He's already
So
grappled.
he is restrained. See, I'm not used to this. I guess, yeah, you can just drag him down
What, you
because
telling me that you don't have an elder giant lizard come into your D&D game on a daily basis?
no,
But now he's
no,
throwing
no,
around with
no.
him like this, so instead of doing this, he can do this.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say do it.
Okay.
Yay!
I lower
Okay.
the vampire.
How many attacks do I get? How many attacks do I get? Do I
If
get both
you-
You
my
only
attacks?
get one.
If you mess up,
What?
you're gonna
You
hurt
you
the
only
worm.
get one.
I'll make it count. 16 does hit these guys, so that's 17 points of damage.
Huh?
Does that hurt worm?
Why would it hurt worm?
Because it's
in
in my mouth.
It's just a rapier. I just pierce it. I just stab it.
There's
Nah,
a
it's
cat.
a little char flavor. That's all.
It's just a kitty cat.
Giddy. Alright, my turn's done.
That kitty's being a brat.
Alright, so Jojo.
Chomp, worm, chomp.
Can I chomp it? Is it still alive?
It's still alive. You can definitely chomp it.
I'm gonna chomp it. Do I have advantage or no?
Yeah, it's restrained, so it can't. Like, yeah, you do. Yeah, that's gonna hit it definitely.
26 plus 5, so that's 31.
Oh.
After it got
He's still alive.
after it got hit with the swordy, so he can't regenerate.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's still
He's
alive.
still alive? Then I'm gonna continue to dance with it.
So no, I want to get my 2 attacks. Keep him down low.
Okay.
I
Fine.
just imagine you're like just dancing like this, with him flailing
Be
around in
like
your
worm.
mouth.
Keep him where I can reach him.
Okay, fine.
Worm is learning about life. Let them enjoy it.
I am savoring the disgusting flavor for the first time in my
I never
life.
play the DPS. I never play the DPS. Let me play the DPS.
Wizards are DPS, ma'am.
Not the way I play them. I don't play DPS wizards.
Let worm savor the taste of death.
So at this point, the one can't regenerate. The one that is on the roof will regenerate and will proceed to just run away. Because at this point, he's like, nope, not dealing with this. And he's going to continue to leave. Are you going to take an attack of opportunity, Nathan? Or, Richard?
No, Richard won't.
Okay. So he just continues to leave.
Oh, it's my turn. I'll continue to pursue, and I'll say, look, I only need to know 2 things,
Does
and
the
I'm
one,
not going to keep following you.
Does the one in the lizard mouth want to try to break out?
Accepted his fate.
At this point, I don't think he really could.
What?
Yeah. No.
Lizard
He wouldn't
party.
even be able to.
It's a dex check if that makes a difference. It's dex to
Lizard
break out.
party.
Nah, it doesn't make a difference.
I
So, yeah. Yeah. No. He'll try to take another bite at you, but that's
Lizard
about all he
party.
can do.
well his
Lizard.
action plan to break the grapple.
Oh,
Two
so it takes you. Well, yeah, because he's got 2 attacks,
That don't
but
hit.
it doesn't matter because he can't hit.
That don't
They
hit.
they can't do anything.
Lizard party. Lizard party.
Bring him
Yeah,
down.
all right.
So I can hit him.
I will on your turn.
Richard follows the other guy and is saying, I only need to know 2 things, and then you can disappear into the night.
What are you looking for?
First off, you killed some woman. I need to know about that. And second off, I need to know about some special weapon. I guess there's 3 questions. And the third question is, what's going on here? If we get rid of you, does all this go away? All the disappearing caravans in the fog, can we get rid of that too?
I could see moving somewhere else.
Moving? Where are you going next?
That's for me to know, and you did not find out.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's. I will bonus action steady aim.
Okay. Okay.
That's it.
All right. Um, you're flying, so he can't even really hit you if he wanted to turn around, right?
Me? He
Yeah.
couldn't hit me. No, he couldn't reach me. I'm far enough away that I can hit him. He can't hit me.
Yeah, so it may turn into a long, drawn out. He's going to flee. Um,
DM and everyone,
yes,
it is 11 o'clock.
yes.
So
I
what do
think
you want to do? Because we've already streamed for over half an hour. I'm good to keep going, but I know, between work and school,
I-
are we
I'm
is there
good
any
with
way we can are we anywhere close to like finishing this tonight, Dan?
this. This was it.
Okay, so
Um,
are we all good to
Yeah, let's
finish?
finish. Let's finish it.
Yep.
All right,
Fine by
let's do
me.
this.
all right. So that happens. Merlin, I guess
You
it's
know
you.
what I'm going to do. All
Give
right,
him a swing.
advantage. Let's go. First attack. Does 14 hit?
14 does not hit.
Darn, AC is 15. Now we know. All right, no green flame blade. Second attack. Ah,
A 19 will
right.
hit.
14 damage.
Okay. 14, I believe, is just enough because he can't regenerate. So he's lost so much blood. Yeah, he's now dying. All right. So you can either finish him off or you can. Can he?
Do I
I don't know if he can stabilize.
still have telepathy in my lizard form?
No.
No.
Fortunately not.
Damn. Okay. Uh then I would probably mancha crunch.
Mancha crunch, man.
Great. Do I have to roll for the mancha crunch?
No,
Okay.
no. I think a coup de grace, you could literally swallow him.
I
And there's nothing he can do
for
about
the
it.
first time in my robotic life will eat something
The joys of eating.
and then seriously question why humans do this. Because good god, does it taste disgusting.
I was
Oh,
going to
it's
say
awful.
that is a waste of a body.
Do I get to come out of the lizard?
Uh, as far as I'm aware of, Richard's still holding the concentration to it, right?
Yep.
Yep. So that's on Richard.
Yeah.
I give a little lizard burp. And just kind of blink at Merlin.
Yeah. So Richard, he's going to proceed to just leave. And
I will miss.
yeah, that'll miss. And once he gets into the mist, you just cannot see him anymore. Um, it's supposed to take several days, but I don't like that. That's stupid. Um, you notice that the mist starts to pull away with them.
Okay.
Is this house like, can we explore this house?
Yeah.
Yeah, so just give me general perception or investigation. Yeah,
I will
investigation,
take
because you're looking
investigation
for
if it's
stuff,
a
right?
choice.
What is it?
I will stop W.Y.R.M from being a
Thank
giant
you.
lizard and say, sorry, I didn't know exactly what this thing was going to do when I did that.
I
Just
wouldn't have had
yes.
advantage, so that would just be a 9.
Investigation.
Okay.
To be very honest with you, I am now even more concerned in the fact that you have to ingest food, because that did not taste good.
We don't eat
So
vampires, and we don't eat corpses unless it's like meat that's been, cooked and properly prepared. So that's not really how we eat.
Next time we'll get you a prosciutto and a chocolate chip cookie, okay?
What is prosciutto?
I will explain.
Okay.
anyways, so looking around the house, Merlin, you see nothing. You're so upset about not doing more damage. Um, ultimately, that is like what you focus on this entire time. Richard, you do end up finding Val's body. There's a couple of corpses that are around, but it's
Does it have
all of the
skin?
body except the head. Um, the body, so this body's clearly been dead for a while, and you're not really too sure, but you do know other servants sometimes are just zombies.
Hmm.
So there's a good chance that the head somewhere, their head might still be alive. Um, and Worm, you're like digging, you're crawling, you're looking for all sorts of stuff, and you find a bunch of random stuff, and in it is a coffin with a skeletal figure dressed in armor that's wielding a bow. Um, you you don't know what it is, but you do know that your master wants a bow. So
Well, that sounds like I now have a new bow.
Do I notice at all like
it's
Worm picking up this bow?
it's one of those things where like all of this stuff that's just been stored here, like most of the stuff that has been touched at some points is right in the front. What Worm's going through is literally ripping through or digging through boxes into the deep crevices of this stuff. But what's your passive? I think it's 10.
And
I don't think Worm would be hiding it from you, but it's not. You're distracted. Um, but yeah, I would say if Worm's not going to hide it from you, yeah, you could probably see it.
No, I'm hiding it. It's bow's mine now.
It's it's one of those situations where Richard definitely notices you unless you want to secretly hide it. Then you could stealth and try to.
No, Richard
You
can
could
look.
try. Okay, so the two of you know that Worm now has a bow that kind of matches
Worm is
what could
in
happen.
his rebellious teenage years, so
Yeah.
that bow is now Worm's.
can I, if I'm not finding anything and they're still looking, can I take 10 minutes to cast Identify on the tiara?
You can, but I'm going to tell you that with your knowledge, with your expertise, there's nothing special about this tiara. It does not glow. It
Pretty
does not.
princess.
It literally is just a tiara that someone was saving in their lockbox.
Well, that's kind of sad, but I'll
A
still
lot.
keep it.
They might have had a little girl at home and they wanted to bring home a tiara.
That's kind of sad, but I'll still keep it.
The stuff in this place has been stolen from the merchants in the town, right?
Probably.
Like that's
Most likely.
okay.
The stuff in this place looks like it hasn't been touched. Like
Okay.
in at least 100 years. Other than the vampires that may have sat on boxes and stuff, there's it's just corpses that are new. Everything else is super old,
Do
which
I
would
notice at
explain.
all? Do I notice at all like the body that Worm took the bow from?
You would notice the body,
Yeah, I'm not finding the body.
but it's just a body.
And you said it was wearing
Well,
armor.
body. It's a skeletal figurine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can I tell like if that would have been Zordahan's companion? Like, can I tell the race that it was?
Roll a history check.
Okay, and like, or maybe can I tell by the armor?
It's an elf.
you guys. Oh, that's a 12.
12's still pretty good. 10 plus is
It's-
good, people.
Yeah.
Stop being so negative.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's hard to, because you've heard stories. It could be, but
It's an elf.
it's not like it's not obvious. It's one of those things where it's like it matches the timeline, but there's no bow, there's no other weapons.
Well,
That's
I'm not prepared to do anything to raise the dead currently, so I cannot take him with me. Darn.
okay. I mean, that basically wraps it up. You guys will notice that the fog does lift. It's it's definitely clear that the fog is moving in one direction. But that's it.
Can we note the
The-
direction fog? Oh, we're okay. We'll stop.
The town folks start coming out, and you see that people are surprised that the fog's just gone.
Are they
That's the
willing?
power of faith. You had to believe the whole time.
Are they
We
willing to
are an
think of-
army of one.
I will let one of you roll with advantage if you do want to suggest they join in the not so culty cult type of thing.
I just
Yes.
want their unused corpses, please.
Richard is not up for it. Richard's not up for selling them corpses. Getting them to
Merlin's
sell their
gotta try to
corpses.
get them corpses.
So-
Worm has just learned about organized religion and is very confused.
Alright, so this is persuasion with advantage.
Is Worm going to help you? Because Richard is not.
Worm, this is your boss.
Worm just
Alright,
learned
alright.
about organized religion and thinks they are an army of one.
Damn it.
Oh my god!
I was rolling so well on all my attacks that I try to do anything outside of combat and I can't. I try to stealth, I can't stealth. I try to persuade, I can't do that. So wait, can I please? So Merlin's like, you know, you could show your appreciation for us by providing us with the unused bodies of your loved ones.
About no. That's really weird. The other girl almost had me on the ropes of it, but that sounds like desecration, and any of my flock, I cannot let that happen.
So you're just gonna let those good bodies go to waste? Oh, I can.
We're going to properly bury the bodies, yes. Yeah. I guess that just about sums it up. You guys might have found the bow.
We definitely did not
We
find
didn't
the
do
bow.
anything that Lord Han wanted us to do. We didn't get Val back. We
Well,
didn't,
wait, we
didn't bring the
found
bow
the
back.
body.
You
We
did
found
find the body.
Yeah, we were just supposed to find the person. They never said anything about bringing it back.
We'll just find
didn't-
it. We'll do a locate object on her teeth or something. We'll find her. It's okay.
Yeah, you'll find the other
We
portion.
didn't get him more bodies to use as
I
help.
mean,
When you do find Val's head, you find that it was actually in like a tank of acid because it just kept talking after, so the vampires just shoved it in to get rid of it.
Wow. These people suck.
Damn.
Yeah. They've never dealt with undead like that before, and the fact that it was still able to talk and do stuff while it was alive meant they needed to take drastic measures.
I see this as an absolute win. Okay,
Yeah, I think we did
saved
great.
the town. We pushed back the mist. Yes, they relocated, but this town gets to survive, and you can add it to the new map, Kate.
And we found the body.
Did
Most
find the
Wow.
body.
I got to taste something. I think we won. We are an army of 3.
3 1s.
3 ones.
That's the name of this troop. The army of 3
And with
1s.
that, and with that,
Yeah.
we're going to wrap up this game. Thank you so much, Dan, for being our dungeon master. Applause, claps for Dan. Dan, that was great. Thank you so much for stepping up and doing this so that I could have a week off. We love you. We appreciate you. I know that you were stressed out about this, but I think you did an excellent job. It was a fun story. It was perfectly spooky for Halloween. It was well suited to all of our characters. It added some fun stuff to the world. I love it. Thank you. Alright, so I'm taking over. It's my stream again. So you can find me at Kate the Great Cosplays online. I'm posting our links to us in the chat. Bex is not here. Bex is working on some different projects, some films, some theater projects. So go ahead and check out Bex's Twitter, Meddling Medi on Twitter, and you can see what they're up to and support them. Cody.
Yeah, you can find me at POTUS on Twitter. There's some weird guy named Joe hacked my account for a while, but I think I'm gonna get it back this week. You can also find me over on the Comedy Flops YouTube channel, and I think our charity still up, Running to Places Theater. That link is still up as well. So tiny URL /spookyflop. Feel free to check that out and donate if you've got the funds to Running to Places Theater.
Jojo.
Hello, I am Jojo. You can find me at Fantastical Jojo on Instagram and TikTok.
Great. Dan does not want to be found, but do you want to say anything, Dan?
I do want to thank anyone who's watching this because your support is wonderful for us, and we do look at the comments. So please let us know things that you like, things that may have been done better. Because personally, I'm all for improvement in learning. So.
Oh, I thought you meant things that were done better than like when I DM. I thought that's what you were going at there.
Oh no, you're wonderful. Don't do that.
Right. So anyway, our links are in the chat. Our links are below if you're watching this as a VOD on YouTube or on Twitch. Like Dan said, anything that you can do to support us, liking our content on social media, following us on social media, liking the videos, even just watching the videos, it really does go a long way. Thank you so much. Thank you to all the subs that we got this episode. Thank you to the subs that we get in between. One last thing. So next week we will not have JoJo or Bex. So Cody, Dan, and I are going to talk about what we want to do, if anything. So look out for announcements on social media about that, what our plans are for next week. And then we will be back to the main campaign on Tuesday, November 8th. So we'll see you back in Lepistat Tuesday, November 8th. Thank you so much. I am going to rate us into Slayer Case, as always. This channel is for mature audiences, so if you are under the age of 18, hop to another channel or sign off. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for sticking with us so late tonight.